test show.
We just tested the phones. They were fine.
When did you test that?
I don't know, 5 minutes ago?
Okay, well, they were on and off the last 3 hours when I was on air.
I tested them in Manny.
Okay, good.
What's the Patino news?
He's one of the top candidates for Louisville.
Duh.
Where his dad used to be. Okay, hold on. Here you go, Mike's hot.
It's Tuesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means Coach Patino's going to Louisville. That's what that means. Yeah, he gone. Yeah, it's over.
Didn't Louisville learn their lesson the first time?
Yeah, what are they doing? What do they do? Hey,
how many Patinos does one team need?
Is Steve Alford Jr. available? Can we get him here at the University of New Mexico to coach the basketball team? Is SAJ available? Steve Palmisano joining us on the program. Steve, how are you?
I'm good. Has that been confirmed?
Nope,
Fred?
It's just a rumor. But like Adele says,
I saw Jeff Grammer said he doesn't doubt he would take it.
Louisville?
Oh, okay. Hey, Van, hear that? I say it. Steve says it's a rumor. Jeff Grammer says it. Jeff Grammer from the Journal. That's why I only mess with the paper.
I don't get it. We got a rich history of competitive college basketball here.
Mm-hmm.
What has Louisville, Kentucky ever done?
Yeah, what have they done?
Nothing.
What have the state of Kentucky done for basketball?
One Lamar Jackson.
Nothing.
I don't know who went to Louisville. Was it Lamar Jackson?
Did they make the tournament this year?
Did Louisville?
Yeah.
Have to Google that.
Louisville.
I don't remember picking them or picking against them. My bracket is very good. Steve, how's the Albuquerque Duke store?
It's good. Had some technical difficulties today here.
What does that mean?
Internet.
People are getting ready for opening day for the ice ups. They want to wear the Duke's gear.
Yeah.
Are they coming in like crazy?
Yeah.
There are a lot of people
came in and said, "Hey, do you guys have any Duke's hats here?" I look at the wall.
And you just gestured broadly.
Yes.
Also, Friday.
Which one?
Which one?
Which one? Which hat do you have here?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah.
You have a Duke's one? Yeah. Friday's going to be perfect for baseball because it's the exact type of weather where you have to wear like a Duke's hoodie, a Duke's shirt, a Duke's hat.
Ooh, layers.
Because it's all about the layers on Friday.
It'll layer up the Duke.
I'm going Duke on Duke on Duke.
Nice.
I will probably wear a Duke's jersey.
If
you know, I'm not a hat guy.
No, not with that blazing haircut.
It's so good.
You don't want to cover that up.
Have you noticed? Like it's like synchronicity.
I did notice
now.
your haircut.
Like people are like shaving their heads left and right.
Name one other person. We'll give
trying
you time.
to be like fashion icon Van Nunley.
Give us one name, one example of a person.
Are you familiar with Ving Rhames?
No.
You said since you did yours.
Oh yeah, he did it again.
Oh, you did it
Yeah,
because
he
did it?
He had an afro since Pulp Fiction, and then he saw me do it, and he's like, "I got to go back to that look now that I see."
A long time
after you got that haircut, did you go? Yeah, I'm pretty not all right.
What does that mean?
That's a line from the movie, but I had to clean it up for the radio.
What movie?
Pulp Fiction. We just mentioned it.
Ving Rhames was in that.
All right, full circle.
Okay.
Do you think Patino's gonna be like real good in Louisville, or do you think he's gonna maybe get to the tournament one time and then lose in the first round, and then for some reason get a better offer somewhere else? Like, which one do you guys think it is? There's an update.
That's a good song.
That Jeff Grammer calling?
Well, yeah. Oh, hey Jeff.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm on the radio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like he's like, what are you doing, Louisville? Like, what are you doing? Like,
they got his office all ready to go. I don't think they ever changed it.
In Louisville?
His dad was there. Yeah.
I mean, are the Lobos putting in calls to Ricky Pitino III or whatever? Like,
Jack.
Can we have the next one?
Yeah. Is there one more?
I don't know. He's young. His name's Jack, isn't he? The kid, the son.
I saw him on the television in the Mountain West tournament having a lot of fun, but he's too young to coach college basketball legally.
He's probably too young to coach college basketball.
I mean, you could do it for free, I think. Like, if you do it pro bono, like, child labor laws don't apply.
You can be a child.
Because you're not getting paid.
You know you can be a child and have a job, right? Like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but... Like, are you aware that children can have jobs? There's not like a children can't have jobs rules. Also, you can start a business when you're a kid. In some states, you do need a signature of legal guardian, though.
I would hope.
Not all states.
Well, like the mines, we putting kids back in the mines.
No,
now?
I'm talking like if you made like a little rubber band bracelet business or something like as a
Mhm.
kiddo, like you could totally LLC that thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're like selling lemonade or making cute little beaded bracelets, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But like
When you're coaching the,
Work-
2-1-2 zone.
Amory-
working in the oil fields.
Amory, will you help me
1-3-1.
real quick with this
That's
breaking
my
news?
favorite one.
Sorry, Van joining us on the program. Steve Palmisano here. Now, Amory has just sent us, and by the way, this is Amory's last day. So
It's tomorrow.
Amory
What?
just sent us an update via the group text, which Steve, you didn't get.
I'm not on that group.
Amory, feel
You can
free.
replace me tomorrow.
Today is Amory's last day for the Friends of the Show. Also, you have to
Why
quit.
is it not tomorrow?
You have to quit this group text, Amory. I know that because Tyler Lovely's still in it, and we can't get him out of it.
Wait, is he really
Yeah.
still in it?
This whole time.
We've tried
I
so
never
hard.
noticed that.
We've tried so hard for
Wait,
so
I
long.
saw him the other day. Should I tell him?
You should just take his
No,
phone.
he
and quit
knows.
the group.
He said that he wants to remain in it forever.
He told every Christmas he texts us
Wait.
"Merry Christmas" in the group text.
I think I'm on a show with him before I go, so I'll pull his phone.
So, Amory, pleased with this update.
Okay, so the issue of Vogue, the magazine, which is a popular, trendy fashion magazine.
Yeah.
Some would say the most popular.
Never
Yes.
heard of
The,
it.
the
They-
ultimate source for fashion news.
They said the buzz cut is coming back in 2024. So, Van, you are innovative.
Fashion icon Van Nunley, trendsetter Van Nunley here with the shaved head and beard.
I hate it.
Well, you hate everything.
We
So
went-
my haircut
Yeah,
is
you
part.
really do.
Yeah, my haircut is part of everything.
I didn't hate the turkey leg I had at Ice Topes Park today. Didn't hate
Oh, all
that.
the food looked great
Oh, why didn't you go?
because I had to sell
It's your
a car to
last day.
Honda.
You had to sell a car to Honda?
Yeah,
Did they buy it?
Isn't that their job to sell stuff?
they bought it back.
Oh, you had
Nice.
remorse.
Little Uno reversey.
Moving stuff that I
You-
had to do.
So you had
But Jim Griego, the wonderful chef, I still park so that I can come try the food whenever I want.
he's super. Well,
Oh, that's
today's your last day. Like,
Why isn't tomorrow my last day?
We're giving you the day off.
and statistically speaking,
You're going to
where-
dial it in anyways. Might as well give you the
like,
day
I
off.
get what you're saying. So, like, I'm just not going to show up tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Yeah, answer that.
Yeah, pretend tomorrow is Friday and
So,
don't
Steve-
show up.
Yeah.
We don't, for all and friends of the show and listeners, we don't have a show Thursday and Friday because of March Madness. Sweet
505
16.
246-0610. Call Amory and say goodbye. We're not going to put you on air. You'll just talk directly to her.
Which they usually do
which they normally.
Yeah, that happens
for
quite
like
often.
10 minutes.
I feel so bad for the new producer, which we're not saying publicly yet, man.
Hmm.
But I'm going to tell you this: upgrade. That's what I'm going to say right away. It's
I'm
just
sure.
a whole upgrade to where we have been. It's going to be a lot better. It's going to be a lot better in every way.
Speaking of upgrades, this
I didn't
Louisville
get to
thing.
apply for that.
Do it.
If you-
Steve, my last day on Two Men On tomorrow. That's to answer the question. I'm
So-
sorry.
Probably
Okay.
today.
You're too busy making beautiful merch for the city of Albuquerque and surrounding areas, Steve.
Well, I can do radio production.
Yeah, you're right. You could.
In the mix for the Louisville job.
Mm. So, I mean, as far as the future of college basketball goes, Louisville is like a really good landing spot because they've been ahead of the curve on NIL for like 30 years.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah, they've been paying their players for a long time now.
And here,
Along with other things.
here
Yeah.
comes Richard Pitino with a steel chair. Because that's him getting the Louisville job.
And a toot. Little toot for the boys.
What do you mean by that?
It's the third syllable.
Pitino?
The first two are prosta.
Pitino's coming off his third season with the
Yeah.
Lobos.
Uh-huh.
26-10. Is that what he was last year? Made it to the tournament.
It's pretty good.
Lost to Clemson.
Hmm. So did Baylor in their defense. Baylor lost.
How long was Rick the head coach? 15
A
years?
long time.
Like
Long
15
time.
years.
18.
Yeah, did some serious work there.
And he was like an assistant before, right? So I'm just saying there's a lot here. There's a lot here.
I mean, it's a natural fit.
He's familiar with the neighborhood.
Yeah,
is
he's
what I'm trying
been
to-
there.
Yeah.
I've been there. Probably went to high school there.
You been to Kentucky ever,
Oh, no.
Steve?
Yes,
It sucks.
If you're a big
I've been to Louisville.
Same.
a
I've been to the
bourbon
Kentucky Derby.
a bourbon guy, if
Yeah.
you like
The-
bourbon or horses,
I've been on the
it's Mecca.
Baseball bats.
Bourbon Trail many times. I have a friend that lives there.
Is there a punchline here?
No, you asked me if I've ever been there,
He did. He in fact did, didn't he?
and I didn't get to answer the question because I kept getting interrupted.
By Van's
Yes.
haircut.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
poking me in the.
It buzzed you.
Mhm.
I've been to Louisville. Here's what it's full of.
Did you like
super hot summer days,
Okay.
super cold winter days,
Oh, that's a bummer.
racist,
Oh, duh.
and people who love the Bible but have never read it. That's all Kentucky is.
That seems accurate. I can't quantify that, but that seems 100% true.
And a couple cool steakhouses.
Oh, a lot of cows everywhere.
You been to the Louisville factory?
I've been to the Louisville bat store.
They have the factory there too.
Yeah, I've
It's
been there.
sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Van, you ever
That's
been
where
there?
I got my grandfather's.
I've never
bat
been to
remade there.
Kentucky.
They made your grandfather's bat. Major League Baseball player Steve Senior
No,
Palmisano,
Joe Palmisano.
Joey Palmisano.
Yep,
Hey.
he had a Louisville bat. Actually, it was Hillerich and Brad B or whatever back in the 30s.
What is that?
It was the bat company at Louisville.
Oh, and then they gave up the bat efforts for the war.
I don't know.
All that
Probably.
all that kind of tracks.
Yeah.
All those factories sold immediately. Like all the ones that were barely making any profit.
Mhm.
Like for the war effort, they're like, yes, government, you can buy our building to make whatever thing you want.
Or they just retooled and made the stuff and then went back to it after the war.
If Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Bastards is a true story,
I believe it's accurate historically.
then Louisville Slugger made bats for World War II as well. So
Hear that?
there's
Cool.
that.
Yeah. I've been to that place.
Also, Kentucky has Sturgill Simpson. That's a dude right there.
Sure.
He's the best to do it right now.
I don't. Does he have money in NIL?
All right, Louisville Slugger bats, the Kentucky Derby, and Sturgill Simpson. Like that's it.
Keeneland Farms. That's
Fried
pretty cool.
Chicken,
That's where
idiot.
Secretariat's buried.
You can fry chicken anywhere.
I think
Secretary
Colonel Sanders' home is there too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
chicken guy.
Here's the thing: not a real colonel.
Well, he still had a house. Whoever it was,
I'm not super,
still had to live somewhere.
and there's a handful of people. Like, have you ever seen Kung Fu?
Sure.
Just kind of walks the earth.
I mean, Colonel Sanders was born in Indiana.
Oh,
Like, come on.
Terre Haute.
Henryville.
Oh, it's near Terre Haute, I assume.
I've been to
That's
Indiana.
another place I've never been.
Indiana.
Yeah.
You're not missing out.
I've been
I
there.
don't want to go there either.
No,
Does it suck?
Mike Pence is
Is
from there.
it the worst?
It's near. It's like Kentucky level.
Yeah. Right.
Because I grew up in the Midwest. It's
Indiana's like a nice Missouri.
They have the
Yeah.
Indianapolis
That's like
500.
but way nicer.
You been to the 500? Is
I've never been there.
that on your list?
Uh,
They put 400,000 people there for one weekend. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's so many people. You need an RV.
Multiple.
Not
At least
for us.
four.
What?
I mean, they cuddle. That's a population that cuddles.
first time we went to the Derby,
Uh-huh.
we were on the infield.
Yeah.
Never saw a horse all day.
Dang, dude.
Just like drank.
You place a $2
Just
bet?
Drink.
I'll place a $2 bet on Patino going back to Louisville.
Smart money right now.
Why are these players going to the transfer portal? Because they knew their coach is leaving.
There's only two of them.
That's two more than zero.
The two best ones.
No.
What?
Sebastian Forsling, the greatest player in
And-
UNM Lobo history.
And soon to be Louisville Cardinal history?
Yes.
I heard they picked them up.
The Louisville Cardinals? That's not real.
No. It's not real.
That would hurt my heart so much. He'd go from wearing, I don't even know what Louisville's covers are. Are they
Good.
cherry red?
Yeah.
Dang.
Keep all his clothes.
Does Patino, the current one at UNM, not the former one at Louisville, Does he still have a house in Louisville? One would assume.
I'm sure they have a bunch of real estate interests in Louisville.
Also, is it
as
Louis?
far as like restaurants, storage units, probably tattoo parlors? Is weed legal there?
No, it's Kentucky. Amory, when did Kenny Payne get fired? Did he get fired like yesterday? It's probably been a while because they didn't make the tournament, so it was probably after the ACC tournament. He wasn't good, like at all. And if Patino's going to show up and be like, "Hey, I make bad programs good," doesn't really have the best example.
He was fired March 13th.
He just won the
It's been a
Mountain
while.
West tournament in his defense.
That is sweet that happened.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was the best thing I ever saw.
Involving UNM sports since you moved into town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you ride that out? That's what I'm saying. Like, why? If Louisville calls, why are you taking the call? If Louisville calls me, I call Eddie Nunez and I'm like, "Hey, heads up."
Also, leverage.
Leverage.
Yeah, leverage. It doesn't matter who calls. It matters where you're going. Hopefully nowhere.
Hopefully nowhere. And you have to start
stay here, sign an extension, and bring back Sebastian Forsling, man. Job number 1. Next year's college basketball MVP.
You can't bring him back. He's in the portal.
Well, you can go into the portal.
Both of them.
You can go into the portal and come right back. You just test the waters. Doesn't mean you've left.
But you have to. If you go in, you like lose like what you had. So it's like, oh, you have to give up like your scholarship and stuff.
Yeah, and come right back. Well, who cares about a scholarship when somebody's going to give you like $100,000?
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Dude. Who's the next head coach of the UNM Lobos? More on that whenever we get back. Stu on from the Duke store. You know, Isope start this week. Isope home openers Friday.
Ooh, baby.
Wear Duke's gear there. I need to be very clear on this. We're starting a movement.
They already do.
Wear more
They
Duke's
do.
gear.
There is Duke's gear at Isotopes.
I always wear Duke's gear to Isotopes, and I get so many high fives. I get a raw hand from high fiving.
Yeah.
Wear Duke's gear and then get all the delicious new food items at Isotopes Park all over your sexy Duke's jersey.
Andy Lyman's going to join us later in the program and talk about how much fun we had today at the Albuquerque Isotopes. For some reason, baseball is no longer about baseball foods. It's about like fake bougie foods.
I'm into that very much. Very much.
What is a new term for fake bougie? Fuji?
I don't think it's going to stick, but I like it for now.
You don't? I feel like Fuji is real.
Like the city in Japan?
Yes.
Okay.
What is it? What's a combination of terrible and upscale?
Arby's.
Yeah, it's like pretend Arby's. They did a bunch of good stuff, though, so we'll talk about that at length later. Big story of the day is still Shohei Ohtani. We'll go over that. But first, wild accusations on who will be the new head coach of your UNM Lobo basketball team whenever we get back. Stupid on from the Duke store. Stop by during the time of this broadcast. Receive 10% off via Van Nunley. Van, thank you.
All right, guys, take it easy on me today. Last week hurt my pocketbook.
We were off the air.
Hurt my pocket.
We were off the air last week.
Still people came. Still got the discount. Steve made me pay up.
Steve just lies.
Is this mic on?
Yes.
Are we live?
The whole day. Till 7
I
o'clock.
Dak Prescott news for you later, Steve.
What's tomorrow?
Ooh.
Amory doesn't know. She doesn't work here anymore.
That's what I meant.
Dude.
The sports animal.
Are we
This
off the air
report is
now?
brought to you by Federal Credit Union. Better banking without the bank.
Free checking, low rates, better banking. Sandia Area has been named the best credit union in New Mexico. Join us today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank.
Well, traffic right now, seeing a little bit more of a slowdown headed west on Paseo this afternoon. That's going to start as you approach 2nd Street. It'll last until Coors. Southbound on I-25 right now between Osuna and Montgomery. Traffic moving a bit slow there. Also dealing with some slowdowns northbound I-25 between Gibson and Central, so watch out for that. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Shot up good. The madness is here. Catch every high-profile game from the NCAA tournament right here. The Tigers are on to the Sweet 16. On to the Sweet 16 at Marquette. Marches on your home for the tournament. Bounce in up top. Garcia for three. In the NCAA National Championship game. The 28-12 San Diego State lead. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Are you on the lookout for a new exciting career opportunity? Or perhaps you're ready for a dynamic new beginning. Step into a world of possibilities at Isleta Resort and Casino, where we don't just offer jobs, we cultivate careers. At Isleta, we cherish our team members and commit to their success and growth. Immerse yourself in a vibrant work culture that thrives on positivity and support. We take pride in offering our team members exceptional benefits, including comprehensive health and wellness plans, a generous matching 401k retirement program, and free delicious hot meals during shifts. That's not all. At Isleta, your career progression is a journey we navigate together, providing ample opportunities for advancement and professional development. Join us at the Isleta Resort and Casino Career Fair, Thursday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in 777s. Experience a day of opportunity with on-the-spot interviews and immediate hiring decisions. Visit Isleta.com for more information. Isleta Resort and Casino, where your dream career begins.
Let's be honest. When you fly out of town, you want things to go smoothly. That happens when you start at airport parking. It's so easy. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. You get picked up at your vehicle, dropped off at the terminal door, and your bags are unloaded for you. That's convenient. And you get all of that starting at just $4.95 per day. It's $14 to park in the Sunport garage. Take exit 221 off I-25 toward the Sunport. Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-345-2789. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-345-2789. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-345-2789. 800-345-2789 or biglou.com.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, earbuds are enjoying the Rich Eisen Show.
Kevin Millar, we're all paying, Tony's world, right?
And the Dodgers world. Game is healthy, game is good. And, I get asked a lot, is that good for baseball? Yeah, it's good for baseball. This is definitely the team to beat because that should be your next correction, Richie, is this World Series a bust for the Dodgers and Dave Roberts?
Hell yeah. Search for the Rich Eisen Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on the opening drive, more movement in Lobo men's basketball. What's going on? What's next? And what does it all mean? JJ Buck and I start at 7 a.m.
Back on the program. Live at the Duke store. So we're looking up a little bit of history of Rick Pitino. He's the father of Richard Pitino. And all the Louisville stuff.
I knew that sounded familiar.
Yeah, there's
okay.
association there. I forgot all about the extortion stuff too.
Look, as an Astros fan,
yeah,
and a guy who really respects what Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick has done in New England. He tried really hard in a lot of different places.
I don't know if I'm going back there. Like if I'm Richard Pitino, like I'm not going to the place where my dad did all this like weird stuff. It's weird.
Why not?
I don't know.
Have you heard of the things he did? Like I would go if I was a recruit.
I guess that's a good point too.
A bag of cash and a nice little lappy. Like, oh man.
The game's changed though now. You don't have to like pay to play like anymore. Now it's like NIL's legit.
Yeah.
You do the whole thing. Into it. So if you're tuning in just now, well, congratulations on getting off work. Richard Pitino is in the mix for the Louisville job. He's in the mix, man.
I think not even success notwithstanding, just name recognition alone, he's in the mix for so many jobs.
When was he assistant at Louisville? 7, 8, and 9? Oh. Associate head coach, Louisville, 11 and 12 for the Final Four season. So, yeah, I mean, because he went to Florida under Billy Donovan, which, by the way, that guy seems to know what's going on in the world of basketball.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Seems pretty good.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, but he's going to go back. Allegedly, he's going to go back. In the mix, it says, man.
Or the top candidate, depending on who you believe.
Are you saying Jeff Kramer again?
No, Bleacher
Okay.
Report.
Who?
The Bleacher Report.
Was top candidate in quotes? Because that means someone said it if it was.
It's one. It's like a one. It's not a double. Like
Oh.
the one.
So that means they pieced it from another article.
Uh-huh. Hey guys, welcome to the U of L, the University of Louisville. We're excited to announce our new head coach. Well, you actually already know it's just Richard. Richard's back, guys.
Hey guys,
Hey,
remember me?
I got the same parking spot, so everything's cool.
A little bit older.
Yeah.
How's my deli been doing since I've been gone?
Is that thing good?
Yeah.
Hey, Josh. The athletic director's name is Josh Hired. Hey, Josh. Good to see you again, brother. We thanks for reaching out so many times over the last couple of days.
Yeah. Hey, Josh. Remember that house you were renting from my family? I'm going to need it back because I'm going to be coaching there. Speculation.
Former UNM Lobo head coach Richard Pitino, excuse me. This one's a bummer though, because I really thought ride the momentum, man. Win the Mountain West, get to the tournament. You got some studs on your squad
with the ability to get a lot more.
Yeah, more studs available. And he was like, studs. That's where horse racing is. Let's go to Louisville.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
okay.
That's my thing.
That reminds me of Louisville.
Yeah,
literal studs there.
Yeah. You know who loves Louisville? Very few people.
Yeah. Louisvillians.
Yeah. There are people currently listening to the show that every time we say Louisville, there are friends of the show right now. They're going, I think it's Louisville.
Lewis?
I think it's Lewis.
Louisville.
Louisville. Oh. Add one marble to your mouth and say it.
It's kind of like Roswell. It's not Roswell.
Is it now?
What? Huh? Say it again.
Roswell. It's Roswell. It's like the Wool Bowl.
Steve over here doing My Fair Lady on this show. The bourbon in the Ville is very Patino. Yeah, I was really trying on that one.
I don't know. Got a nice patino to it.
That's true. I mean, how do you turn down at Louisville? I mean, that Louisville. That's a good job. If you're
no, it's not anymore.
Oh.
It's not a good job anymore.
No.
It used to be a good job.
Lobos is a good job.
Lobos is a great job.
It's the best job. The entire state of Kentucky sucks at basketball.
Do they?
I just watched them lose
to Yale,
to Oakland of Detroit.
Yeah,
Oakland and Yale.
Oakland of Detroit beat them. That's bad.
Is there a Detroit University in Oakland?
Hey, there's nothing in Oakland, dude.
You ever been there?
Yeah, I lived there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oakland?
Oh, it sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. It was very average.
The Oakland flea market is the only place I've ever been where it's like, hey, you want to buy a T-shirt and I'll throw in a free TV? This place is wild. You got to get a new head coach. Kenny Thomas, number one. Put Kenny Thomas at the top of the list. What? You don't think that's the one?
Who are you talking to?
Everyone? I think
you gotta have a sit down. You gotta have a sit down with him.
Yeah, I mean, supposedly Patino talked several conversations over the last couple days.
Everyone is.
We
saying
haven't
he's
had
gone.
one conversation with Kenny Thomas yet, and you're going to put him in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a busy guy.
Who else would you get?
He's at his vineyard.
Noodles might want to come back.
Refresh my memory. Who's Noodles?
Craig Neal.
Craig Neal's Noodles.
That's
He's
a joke.
he's
That's
stuck
a
with
joke.
that nickname.
Yeah.
He really leaned into that.
Marcos is on the phone wanting to talk to you guys.
Is he putting his hat in the ring, Amory?
I assume so. He also just wanted to tell me how awesome I was.
Oh, do we need to put that on air? Did you tell him?
No, he's not going to talk about that. He doesn't want to talk about me. He wants to talk with you guys.
Well, we're going to lead with you, and that'll give you time to put up the podcast from yesterday. Welcome to the
I already
program,
did.
friend of the show, Marcos. Marcos, how are you, brother? Phone lines are
Hung up on us.
Yep, classic Marcos. Classic Marcos.
Okay.
That's a
or
A. Marie just hung up on us.
I put up the podcast at 7 p.m. yesterday. 3 hours.
Marcos, call us back with your hot
Call back,
takes.
bro.
Marcos.
He really wanted to talk to you guys.
Okay, we'll call back.
Here's my thing. I'm not trying to be that guy.
Okay.
With Petito now officially gone, allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
your options for head coach of this basketball team are not ample.
Strike that, reverse it.
Who you trying to get?
The best gigs in the country.
Get Eddie House.
The whole
think there's
attention
like
of this state.
Unspoken
and city?
coaches portal like out there. It's like,
All right, Marcos is back.
what do you think?
Well, I got the only candidate for you.
Who is it?
What's the longest sustained success in the history of UNM sports? Cowboy Ray Birmingham.
Yes,
he's good
this is
enough.
a good
He could
answer.
transfer right over into basketball. It's not that different from baseball, except for it's wildly different.
Why don't they just get Kenny Payne from Louisville?
I think
That should
he's
be fun.
coached basketball back in his.
Of course he
back in
has.
the day.
He knows
Of course,
everything.
he coached it at NIMI or the College of the Southwest.
I've never been to a Lobo men's or women's game, and Cowboy Ray wasn't there. So he's got direct, intimate experience on the program.
Friend of the show, Marcos, please say 2 nice things about Amory and then 1 critical thing about the head coaching situation for the Lobos. Welcome.
Well, hey, first of all, guys, love the show. Called to say goodbye to Amory,
See ya.
or as we say in my neighborhood, Marie.
That joke took way too long.
Looking forward, if this all goes down, Kenny Thomas, head
That's
coach.
telling you.
I'm gonna go Ron Garcia,
Ooh.
assistant coach, and let's put Snake. Let's put Snake on the.
Oh,
gee,
God.
okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah. Hey, guys, really enjoy your show. You help me get back to and from Albuquerque to Santa Fe every day, and keep doing what you're doing.
There we go. Get the app. Stay with
Appreciate you,
us.
my
Get
man.
the app. Like Marcos a lot.
You're hot spotted in your car. Don't even drop your signal when you're on the interwebs.
I just want a coach that's not going to leave after 3 years for a college they were already at. That's all I'm looking for. I know that's hyper specific.
Yeah, it's a.
Sturgill Simpson's a Kentucky Wildcat fan anyway.
Again, guys.
Why would you want anything to do with Kentucky if Sturgill Simpson's not involved? Miss me with all of it.
Kentucky is not good at basketball.
It's been a minute.
The state of Kentucky is not good. It is not a destination. It is a downgrade. State of New Mexico, keep winning this very winnable conference, which, by the way, some of these teams in this conference are still playing basketball in the NCAA tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's sweet. Where all your ACC schools at?
They're there.
They're
They're right there. They're right there, still playing.
Show it. Shohei Ohtani updates whenever we get back from the break. Also, we had a bunch of feedback yesterday on the show. The Rachel Hathoot, people liked her. They thought she was nice.
She's the sweetest.
You can go get her NIL meal over at Sadie's. That will be a lot of fun. We're going to hit our Isham Dental soundbite of the day. Van picked a weird one.
It's a good one. Hot button topic.
Tune in on 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Duke store. Come buy some stuff. Van will pay for 10% of it. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
Clear.
Thank you.
Stores. Staples Print Big Sale means the more you print, the more you save. Get $20 off your print purchase of $100 or more, $50 off your print purchase of $200 or more, and $100 off your print purchase of $300 or more. Offer ends 4/6. See staples.com/print for details. Print more, save more at Staples.
Traffic right now, seeing more slowdowns westbound on I-40 as you approach the interchange. So those are going to last until Rio Grande. Also, southbound on I-25 right now between Osuna and Comanche. Traffic moving slow in that area. Also dealing with a bit more congestion on Paseo headed west between Jefferson and the river. Northbound on I-25 right now, Gibson to Central. Traffic moving slow there. And headed west on Alameda as you approach the river. You're going to see some slowdowns. Those last until Coors. For more than 50 years, Clark's Pet Emporium has been your pet's favorite weekly stop. Friendly, knowledgeable service focused on affordable, quality pet care products and food. Shop local for an extensive selection of gifts for owners and pets. The Pet Supply Superstore. Visit clarkspets.com. This report is sponsored by Clark's Pet Emporium. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The best of the birthday is back. We know your bracket is busted.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
So you have a chance to make your voice heard. A birthday bracket is online now at sportsanimалabq.com. Vote for your all-time favorite birthday food right now. Nacho, salsa, tamale, and more. Let us know who you think is the best in the city in our second annual birthday bracket. Online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6580. That's 800-583-6580.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Are you on the lookout for a new exciting career opportunity? Or perhaps you're ready for a dynamic new beginning? Step into a world of possibilities at Isleta Resort and Casino, where we don't just offer jobs, we cultivate careers. At Isleta, we cherish our team members and commit to their success and growth. Immerse yourself in a vibrant work culture that thrives on positivity and support. We take pride in offering our team members exceptional benefits, including comprehensive health and wellness plans, a generous matching 401k retirement program, and free delicious hot meals during shifts. That's not all. At Isleta, your career progression is a journey we navigate together, providing ample opportunities for advancement and professional development. Join us at the Isleta Resort and Casino Career Fair, Thursday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in 777s. Experience a day of opportunity with on-the-spot interviews and immediate hiring decisions. Visit Isleta.com for more information. Isleta Resort and Casino, where your dream career begins.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
What's up? I'm tired of feeling so bloated.
That used to be me. Then I got this.
Align Bloating Relief plus food digestion. A probiotic, right?
Yeah, it works naturally with your gut to help soothe occasional bloating and gas. Plus, it has vitamin B12 to aid digestion by helping convert food to cellular energy. 2 benefits, 1 capsule.
Align Bloating Relief plus Food Digestion from the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Get $5 off at AlignProbiotics.com.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for real business owners compensated for the participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, your earbuds are enjoying the Rich Eisen Show.
Kevin Millar, we're all paying rent in Otani's world, right?
And the Dodgers world, game is healthy, game is good. And, I get asked a lot, is that good for baseball? Yeah, it's good for baseball. This is definitely the team to beat because that should be your next correction, Richie, is this World Series a bust for the Dodgers and Dave Roberts?
Hell yeah. Search for the Rich Eisen Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
The Jim Rome Show.
I love the game, but I don't play the game.
Weekdays.
Here we go.
5.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Mike is hot.
All right, I have the full translation of the Otani statement. This is translated not from his former translator.
He gone.
Yeah. Here we go.
You got to translate it back to Japanese and to English. I'm just going to go just the English.
Steve Palmisano with us, who is fluent in Japanese. Do you just want to do this whole thing for us?
Yeah.
Okay, careful.
I did not bet on baseball.
That's part of it, yes. First,
I did not have betual relations with that bookie.
I don't know what that means.
I didn't get it either. Was that an impersonation of something?
That was former President William Jefferson Clinton.
Billy Clinton?
Yeah.
The senator from Arkansas? How did he would never become president. He's slack-jawed. He's slow. He's a womanizer.
Yeah.
This country's been weird with presidents for a long time.
Known saxophonist William Clinton.
Today we went to this Ice Toast food thing, and it was really fun. There's a bunch of new stuff, including like cool ice creams and stuff. We'll talk about it at length with Andy Lyman in a little bit. But a bunch of the KKOB guys were there today. So I was asking like, hey, what's the big story? Expecting it to be about this tragedy in Baltimore. Craziest thing I ever saw. Did you see the video of this bridge
I
falling?
did not see the video.
Oh my gosh. So I'm like laying in bed late last night, like post midnight or whatever. And it comes across my Twitter and I'm like, I pull the bridge thing up and I'm like, this is AI. I'm like, this is not real. Like the image of the thing, my guttural reaction was, this video is too perfect. Like, why would anyone catch the completely centered bridge on a video? But it was apparently like a live YouTube stream that's up all the time. So anyways, so I have to like go to Reddit and I'm like finding out the whole story. So I'm going to talk to KKOB today. I'm like, hey, KKOB, like what, that's a crazy story, right? People are talking about it. He's like, yeah, 9 more days till Trump has to pay that money. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, you miss me. Like, just miss me.
Does he though?
No, he'll never pay it.
Oh my God, that can's getting kicked so far down the road.
First, thanks for coming today. I've been eager to talk, so I'm glad I finally have a chance to, and I'm very grateful to everyone in the Dodgers organization, as well as myself, the fans, and members of the press for the restraint and understanding they have shown over what has been a challenging past week. To find someone I trusted had made such a grave mistake has personally been very sad and upsetting. And so that's sort of where my mind is at right now. I like it. Good start, Shohei.
Okay.
Good start. Show compassion, show empathy. Let's get into the lawyer stuff now. There being an ongoing investigation, I ask that you understand that there's a limit to what I can speak about here today, and I have some notes here summarizing the facts. Notes that were put together to ensure clarity so that what I'll be going off of to detail what happened. So this is his, hey, I'm going to read from my notes so I can be concise note. This is a good note. Like, it doesn't look like you're producing a lie, which is what this whole web has been spun. Continuing. To start, I just want to make it clear that I personally have never bet on or placed bets on someone else's behalf on any sporting event. Neither have I ever asked anyone to place bets for me or asked anyone to send money from my bank account to any bookmaker. He did not write that sentence. That's lawyer speak, fam.
Sure. Yeah. you cross out any potential allegation completely and thoroughly. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
The worst way to start a sentence is the way the next sentence starts, continuing. Quote, honestly, I wasn't even aware that Ape was involved in such things until just a few days ago. To give the long and short of it, what happened was he took money from my bank account and has been misleading people. If you're going to say something that's factual, you don't have to say honestly. Like, leading with honestly makes me think there's levels of this thing that are not honest.
Yeah. I'm not racist, but that's the same thing.
Is that the same thing, Steve?
I don't know if that's the same thing. Doesn't sound like the same thing. But yeah, it's like he says honestly, so everything else before that was...
Is that not
right?
Yeah,
now he's going to be honest.
Oh, now? Yeah. Now's the time? Continuing as I clear my throat. To go back to where this all started last weekend, this was in Korea. There was an inquiry from the press to my agent about the possibility of me being involved with an illegal bookmaker. Ipe-san was never told, never told me that there was such an inquiry, and I was never informed by anyone about this. What was told to my agent was that he talked to me, and I had said the money was to pay off a different friend's debt, not his.
Admitting knowledge of a transaction. I bet his lawyers didn't tell him to do that.
The next day, after further questioning, Ipe-san admitted to my agent that the debt was in fact his. Apparently, he told my agent at that point that I had agreed to pay his debts for him. He's lying to everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to mom when dad said no, but he didn't even ask dad. But this is where it turns out it was all completely false. Ipe-san had definitely never told me anything about being contacted by a reporter, and that he had misled my agent into believing that he was that he had talked and that I was fully aware of the situation. He also misled the Dodgers into believing I was informed. This dude just stays lying. He lies to everyone. Steady lying. Perma lying. Here's where it gets fun. And by fun, I mean this is the meat. You've only been eating potatoes until now. The first I ever heard of this gambling situation was in a team meeting following the first game in Korea. In the meeting, he was speaking in English, and there was no interpreter there to translate for me, so I wasn't able to fully grasp what was being said. I had a vague idea of what he was talking about, but I also sensed that there was something off. Ipe had told me that he wanted me to wait until we were alone back at the hotel to fill me in on the exact details, so that at that point, I decided to just wait for a full explanation. So that's a lie. That's when he was going to lie, boys. Get him away from everyone. Start spinning stories. Has anyone ever stolen from you guys? Like, do you know anyone who's ever... You're not saying any names on air.
Yes.
Honestly?
Yeah. It's wild how deep an individual will weave a story.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the thing that's so absurd to me, and we'll continue through this, we're almost at the very end. The thing that's so absurd to me is because I think I don't know how to steal from my people. I don't know how to say, hey, Faceless Corporation, Amazon sends me an extra something, I'm going to keep it.
Right.
You can't steal from Steve Palmisano. You can't steal from Van Nunley. Like, these are my people. Like, my mind doesn't work that way. You have to be of gross mind to steal from people that have compassion for you or care about you. You have to. After the game, we came back to the hotel where we finally had the chance to talk, and that's when I first found out that he was massively in debt. It was then and there that he told me that he had, unbeknownst to me, accessed my bank account and sent money to a bookmaker. This confirmed my feeling that something was off about the whole situation, so I asked my agent and his people to come over and we talked. Once we talked, this is where my agent... Do agents just travel around with their players? Am I confused on how this works?
When you're Shohei Ohtani.
Okay,
yes.
Good point.
Yeah.
Well, you said earlier that there was no interpreter in the team meeting. It's like, of all the people that should travel with him would be an interpreter as well. So
well, his interpreter was doing the talking.
Yeah, that was why his interpreter wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He can't interpret. Like, say one sentence like, Shohei.
But it seems like he probably should have.
Probably should have. Yeah. got an interpreter for the
Well,
interpreter.
and also, like, how long can you be believing this guy forever? Like, you, in hindsight, you really can't about any of it. You know, he could have been saying anything.
How uncomfortable was the walkout from that meeting for Shohei Ohtani, knowing that his translator and friend of multiple years did something awful and he doesn't know what's been said?
Well, it depends if his walkout music was playing, because he could be comfortable walking out.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. This is where my agent first get you on that one, Steve. This is where my agent first found out that Epe had been misleading him. We decided to contact the Dodgers and my lawyers. They also found out right then and there that they had been misled. My lawyers informed me that they would be handing matters over to the authorities as the case of theft and fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is how we got to where we are. I'm definitely not involved in any sports gambling and can say for certain that I have not been making any wire transfers. Honestly, I'm not really sure upset really captures what I'm feeling. The whole past week, I've been feeling something beyond that, something that's hard to even put into words. I think it's hard for me to fully express how I'm feeling right now. But of course, the season is about to kick off, not good words. So I wanted to let my lawyers handle these things from here on out, and I intend to fully cooperate with the authorities in their investigation. It's going to be hard to put this in the rearview mirror, but I'm eager to get back to work preparing for the season. And I'm glad I had the chance to talk about this today. This is all I'm currently at liberty to talk about, so I won't be taking any questions today, but I'm sure more details will be forthcoming. That's all. Thanks for listening.
I think it's weird that the interpreter would call a team meeting and tell them something that he hadn't told Shohei yet.
Well, because he knew it was about to be national news, so now is the time.
So unless Shohei already knew.
Well, and here's the thing. All of us are rational, so I think it's hard for us to comprehend irrational. Right. Like, this is irrational behavior. We'll dive further into it when we get back from the break. It's 2 Men On, live from the Albuquerque Duke Store, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
Clear.
Audible. Come to Audible and discover the best selection of audiobooks without exception. Bestsellers, new releases, plus podcasts and exclusive Audible originals. You'll find everything you love all in one place. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
Traffic right now, seeing more slowdowns westbound on I-40 as you approach the interchange. Those are going to last until Rio Grande. Also, southbound on I-25 right now between Osuna and Comanche. Traffic moving slow in that area. Also dealing with a bit more congestion on Paseo headed west between Jefferson and the river. Northbound on I-25 right now, Gibson to Central. Traffic moving slow there. And headed west on Alameda as you approach the river. You're going to see some slowdowns. Those last until Coors.
This report brought to you by the Albuquerque Journal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about pets or puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Zach Gelb with the CBS Sports Minute. Shohei Ohtani finally broke the silence, and the story is that Ipe Mizuhara stole from Ohtani's account to pay a $4.5 billion debt to a bookmaker. So how did Ipe get access to Ohtani's account, and how didn't Shohei or his financial team not realize the money was missing sooner? None of that was addressed yesterday, and yes, Ipe can't be trusted, but Ohtani failed to clarify those important details. What he's claiming doesn't make me trust the incredible baseball player either. I'm Zach Gelb.
Baseball is back in Albuquerque, and the Isotopes opening weekend is moving to 96.3 News Radio KKOB. Hear every play, every hit, and every out from America's pastime.
Left center field. You can't tell it goodbye.
We'll be moving to 96.3 FM or 770 AM for this weekend. Tune to the Sports Animal for the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, or listen to your Albuquerque Isotopes take on the El Paso Chihuahuas on 96.3 News Radio KKOB.
When you use your electric vehicle in autopilot or self-driving mode, accidents can still happen. Whether you consider it fault or not, you may still have a claim. Lerner & Rowe is the first law firm in America with the ability to review the proprietary software that holds electric vehicle manufacturers responsible. If you were injured in an EV accident, call Lerner and Rowe today.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444. Carlos Uri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Some work may be performed by or referred to other attorneys.
For more than half a century, contractors and trade professionals have relied on WeatherGuard for heavy-duty truck and van storage equipment, not just to protect their valuable tools, but to protect their professional reputations. For pros, the WeatherGuard badge makes a statement about what drives them. It says, "Bring it on. Been there. Done that. We've got your back," without saying a word. And the folks at WeatherGuard, they're just as driven as the hardworking pros they serve. See what it means to be driven at weatherguard.com.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Bianna's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This Friday night at Tingley Coliseum, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in Albuquerque, featuring fights with John Dotson, Donald Sanchez, and many more explosive bare knuckle fighters. Avoid the sellout. Get your tickets at bkfc.com.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long. Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long. It's not hard.
It's perfect. It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
New Mexico Sports Authority, 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Here you guys go.
Somber music.
It picks up eventually. Takes a minute.
That James just texted me. Jackie Robinson Day is Tuesday, April 16th. Over at UNM. What is it? Is it the Santa Ana Starfield? Is that right?
Yes.
I think it is. They're playing Colorado State Pueblo. CSU's Pueblo. I really like Jackie Robinson Day.
Legend.
The Isotopes, go to at the Isotopes on Instagram or at TalkABQ on social medias or whatever. They just put your boy in a sweet promo vid for Hawaiian barbecue turkey legs.
Go on the internet and watch Fred eat a turkey leg.
It's very sexual.
The sauce on that thing is fantastic.
You lick the sauce off the turkey leg.
I took one bite of turkey.
Steve, I asked Ron Burke to Lady and the Tramp that turkey leg with me. He said, nah.
Well, he's a man of character and integrity, so, I mean, there's that.
How would you do that?
The way you say
Exactly.
In slow motion.
With a big grin on my face. That's how we do it. Is there anyone in sports? This is pro wrestling, Fred talking.
Okay.
Is there anyone in sports that was a more likely mark than Shohei was?
It's too nice.
Too nice.
Too nice, too
Too
polite,
much money.
too perfect.
Yep.
Just got bags of money falling off of him.
Correct. He's got a really regular wife.
Yeah.
Oh, he's married. Yeah. Nobody knew.
Just found out.
Yeah.
It's like when Sonic the Hedgehog hits a porcupine and his rings fall over the place. That's him with bags of money.
That's what he is like.
Yeah. Yeah, just bags of money falls out everywhere.
From a mile away, this thing was saw. And the only reason it got caught, because we're so blinded to the stardom and the sexiness of the sport, is because they went up to Korea.
I think it was going to come out in the news no matter what.
The Angels.
Yeah, I think it's just
the Angels.
The interview was the day before, right? I mean, the day of is when she released the story or did the interview, right? I mean, it's pretty well planned for ESPN's reported it.
Right.
The Angels are the reason this existed. They knew about this forever.
Oh, they did?
Oh, for sure. And they said, oh, it's about to start the year. We got you, fam. Congrats on getting Shohei. We're going to have all these distractions.
Artie Marino. I mean, that's so petty.
Oh,
so
classic.
petty.
Biggest mark ever? Probably. Also reinforces something I've been saying for a million years. Don't buy a jersey with an active player's name on it.
I mean, he's an Angels legend forever for what he did there, but he ain't there no more.
Did you know after season 5 of Game of Thrones, Steve, that I named my daughter Khaleesi?
I did not know that.
That ended up being a stupid decision. Yeah, I ended up really regretting that one.
Where's she now?
Queen of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
So,
it's coming back.
It's too,
that show.
Well, swords and sandals suck. No.
What's wrong with you?
2 men on live from the Albuquerque Duke store. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
This message is brought to you by the New Mexico. TJ Trout fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to go buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
Well, traffic right now, we've got slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those are going to start right around the interchange. They're going to last until Coors. Also headed west on Montano right now between Rio Grande and Coors. Traffic moving slow there. Dealing with a little bit of a slowdown southbound I-25 as you approach Montgomery. Also northbound I-25 right now between Gibson and Lomas. Traffic moving a bit slow there. Also seeing congestion westbound on Paseo. That's going to start at I-25. It'll last until the river. And westbound Alameda right now, crash cleanup continuing as you approach Rio Grande. You're going to see slowdown starting around 2nd Street.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOP Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Shohei finally gets around to addressing the media on one of the most convoluted, confusing controversies ever. And he was about as convincing as you can sound through an interpreter without fielding any questions whatsoever, which is to say, not convincing at all. I so badly want to believe this guy. And to be clear, I am not telling you there's some grand conspiracy or an enormous cover-up going on. However, after that short presser, I am pretty much like everybody else. And I have the same doubts and the same questions and the same confusion and the same lack of answers that we've all had since the very jump. What did we really get from yesterday? We got Shohei pushing his best friend in front of an oncoming train, and they are clearly best friends no more. I'm here to tell you this story is not going anywhere anytime soon. I long for the good old days when we wondered what Shohei's dog's name was.
Are you on the lookout for a new exciting career opportunity? Or perhaps you're ready for a dynamic new beginning? Step into a world of possibilities at Isleta Resort and Casino, where we don't just offer jobs, we cultivate careers. At Isleta, we cherish our team members and commit to their success and growth. Immerse yourself in a vibrant work culture that thrives on positivity and support. We take pride in offering our team members exceptional benefits, including comprehensive health and wellness plans, a generous matching 401k retirement program, and free delicious hot meals during shifts. That's not all. At Isleta, your career progression is a journey we navigate together, providing ample opportunities for advancement and professional development. Join us at the Isleta Resort and Casino Career Fair, Thursday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in 777s. Experience a day of opportunity with on-the-spot interviews and immediate hiring decisions. Visit Isleta.com for more information. Isleta Resort and Casino. Your dream career begins.
You hear it all the time. Lawyers talking about all their experience, many years of experience with the insurance companies, and experience in the courtroom. But what you don't hear much is about the results. At Lerner & Rowe, we're proud of our results because that's how we measure our success. We've helped over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When you want results, call Lerner & Rowe.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station. Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Menon, and Nunley, and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Marie Castillo.
This is 2 Men On.
Here we go.
Back live on the program. If I share something on social media from the Talk ABQ social media at Talk ABQ,
okay.
If I share that from the 2 Men On page, you know what you don't need to do? Text it to me. Like I shared it. Like I don't, like friends of the show, like I appreciate it. But
also, don't listen to him, friends of the show. Send him everything. Bombard him with things that he doesn't want.
Happy birthday, Michelle Montoya. Let's go. Community relations for Albuquerque Isotopes.
I'll tell you what, she's the bee's pajamas.
Yeah, she's very nice. So there's a fun shout out from the program to a friend of ours that we enjoy greatly. How quickly does this Shohei thing go away, boys?
Hey, the news cycle is going to be kicking out some crazy stuff to try to distract you from what's going on with Shohei. I mean, it really all depends on how hard are people going to follow this story. How hard are they going to investigate this story?
If old boy immediately falls on the sword and says, hey, this was all me, Shohei's a victim, I think it's done like right away. And I think you have a lot of conversations about like fail-safes put it in place to protect athletes from being preyed upon. Because that's, I mean, this is obviously predatory. It's premeditated. It's all those things to take from an athlete. And I think historically there was this idea of somebody would cover that. Now I'm not trying to say the Dodgers would cover it, but you try to cover up the story and then you try to recoup the cash and you kind of figure it out behind the scenes. So that's not the world anymore.
Right.
Yeah. People aren't afraid to say, yeah, I got duped. And I think if Shohei goes on the I got duped train, let me tell you how to help protect yourself and others. I think there's something admirable about that. And I think that's the approach the Dodgers have to take, I think.
I mean, if you're going to take Shohei's story at face value and believe him wholeheartedly, then yeah, that's the story. Right? He got hustled, he got duped, somebody inside took advantage of him. And you know, I talked about this yesterday that he is so focused, he is so driven that he's like the perfect guy to fleece. And like the interpreter isn't just for baseball stuff. The interpreter goes with him to the bank. The interpreter goes with him to restaurants. The interpreter goes with him to the gym. Like he is interpreting every part of his life, not just post-game interviews.
And to piggyback off that, you're talking about like the bank, that's a real one.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff too. Like these dudes need passports.
Yeah.
You know, these dudes need IDs, Steve. Like if you want to have someone's identity or access to their stuff, you're right there. Like you could do that. Weird.
Yeah, I mean, the guy just didn't translate post-game interviews. He was in every single aspect of his life. He had access to every bit of information you need to steal money from him.
So you think he transferred $500,000 twice, and Shohei had no idea?
Yeah. See, that's the question, because the original story was Shohei knew about it and tried to help him out, and then he kept going and kept stealing from him.
Well, that's the story he was telling, though.
Right.
Yeah, like, do I have a belief that Shohei Ohtani whose bank account has more zeros than any of us have ever seen. If for one of those middle digits to not be the exact one you think, I don't necessarily know if that's a huge deal. It's crazy.
So the bank alerts me when $25
$500
comes out. So they're not gonna get him on the phone or whatever and say $500,000 is going out. You good?
That's crazy. Because what if you're lying through the whole thing? And the bookmaker on the other end is like, bookmaker, by the way, a phrase I've never used until this story.
Okay.
So, the bookmaker on the other end is like,
you can just say bookie on this program, Fred.
That's what I'm going to say. So the bookie on the other end is like, send the money over to my real estate investments account. That's what it is. You might not have known.
Sure. I mean, and whoever did the wire transfers or sent the money to whatever bank or bank account or wherever the bookie was receiving money, that's probably the same banker who's done 1,000 transactions with ePay before. Like, he's like, oh, you're sending more money? Okay, sit down, my friend, who I've done tons of business deals with, who I've sent money for Shohei over and over and over again. This is nothing new.
And also, we're not.
That would require the bank to have his signature or the power, whatever, power of attorney, whatever you want to call it, and easily identified in an investigation to say, oh, here's the document that says this guy can wire money without Shohei's.
Well, and let's be real honest about the Shohei thing. He's fish out of water, right? Like, you come all the way across, and you're, I don't know, when did he start speaking English? What's the real number? 18 years old? Like, probably. And he becomes friends with the one guy who's supposed to be taking care of him. We talked about the legal stuff. We talked about the friendship. The friendship that's a shoot friendship. That's a legitimate great friendship. And that betrayal of it. Also, I don't think Ohtani comes from a ton of cash. Like, I'm not sitting here and saying I know his financial literacy understanding in a currency that's not his native, where his entire sole focus is to be the best two-way player in the history of the game. I think if you miss a call to confirm a wire transfer, that's part of being a billionaire.
Right.
And I think I'm now starting to sway towards he's not a corrupt weirdo the way I thought he was a day ago.
I mean, maybe there is some knowledge of his friend had a problem, but I don't think there's any knowledge of him missing $500,000 transfers at a time. I think that's something you would talk to your friend about.
Also, what if he's the start of the next 30 for 30 on Broke 2.0? How many poor people do you see win the lottery and then they're poor again in 5 minutes? Like
usually because of the people you surround yourself with.
That's what I'm saying.
Boom.
And I don't know much about his regular wife, who's a basketball player. I know what basketball player salaries are.
Yeah.
They're not rich.
Look, I think what we're going to see next, if all of this, if everything that Shohei says is true, what we're going to see next is gambling helpline infomercial after infomercial after infomercial, sponsored by the Dodgers, sponsored by MLB, sponsored by blah, blah, because we've seen the rise of the overall acceptance of sports gambling in this country in the last 20 years. If you've known the underground, it's been huge forever. But with, DraftKings, FanDuel, et cetera, all these other states legalizing sports gambling, the states that have sports gambling legalizing gambling inside the stadiums, this is unprecedented before. This is the Wild West for sports gambling. And I think not to this extreme, but you're going to see story after story of incidents like this. Last night, a basketball player is alleged to have thrown games on purpose and bet on himself to hit the under on prop bets. Like, this is two stories in the same day come out on sports gambling with prominent leagues.
It's just so easily accessible, and you, speaking of gambling moving forward, let's use the Shohei slashes, right? It's real easy for me right now to put money to say Shohei's going to have the worst year of his career. Like, him losing $5 million, I'm going to tell you right now, when he's got that much money, and he does have that much money, doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
Losing your best friend of the last half a decade, and the betrayal of anyone who's ever been close, and what that does to your psyche, and this is going to be really lame, But like now you're on the road and you're teaching a different guy how the wake up call works in hotels on the road. Like there's just this ain't going to be the year for Shohei.
You got to pipe in a veteran, like somebody that worked with Hideki Matsui.
It has to be Hideki Matsui.
It could. It could be. Why not?
Ichiro.
Could be Ichiro. Why not?
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't think he's as clean as he wants people to think.
Ichiro?
No.
What did he do?
He's been here for 6 years. He started in 2018. He signed a few contracts.
Yeah.
He's been living in LA. I think he knows what's up.
Dang, Steve.
He knows what's up.
There's an element of that. I agree. There's more to this story.
Yeah.
But I really want to take him at face value.
No.
I think the guy got hustled to a certain extent. And everything we know about him, he's so damn nice. I could see him giving his best friend $500,000 and be like, here, get yourself out of trouble.
Could be that he was that naive. He's like, oh, I'll just send the money to you. You'll be okay. It's no problem. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
Well, if it's $4.5 million over what you were talking about, almost 8 years at this point, you don't send $4.5 million in one transaction.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, 25 here, 40 here.
And this isn't the 60s and 70s. You can't just make $4 million disappear through a couple wire transfers.
Right.
There is a paper trail for every penny Shohei has. We're going to find out exactly when he sent it, where he sent it. Like all this information will come out.
I saw something on the internet about they traced all his games and which ones that they say that he threw. Did you see that?
Saw that? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Which is unfortunate if true.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, we got a guest after the break?
We do. Bare knuckle fighter, local Burqueño Felipe Chavez will join us.
Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
Talking about the big matchup this Friday night, and we appreciate he for taking the time with us. We're at the Albuquerque Duke store. Come hang out. Also, 10% off. I mean, if you want to come hang out, we're into that thing.
Hey, this cash register is giving me PTSD.
Cha-ching,
so many
cha-ching.
transactions over and over again, right over my shoulder.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report brought to you by Claire DiLorenzo, Lomas, and Pennsylvania.
Don't be mad. This March, make your March happy at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, featuring the best selection of Sierra 1500s with rates as low as 0.9%. Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, Northeast, at QualityDeal.com.
Foot traffic right now, crash cleanup continuing westbound in Alameda at Rio Grande. You're going to see slowdown starting around 2nd Street. Watch out for that. Headed west on I-40 right now between the interchange and Unser. Traffic moving slow. Also seeing a little bit of a slowdown southbound on I-25 as you approach Montgomery. Headed west on Montano right now between Rio Grande and congestion in that area. Northbound I-25 moving a bit slow as you approach Avenida Cesar Chavez. That's going to last until Lomas, and westbound on Paseo right now between I-25 and the river, dealing with slowdowns there.
This report is brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union. Better banking without the bank.
What can you do with a home equity loan? Tip number 4. Beat the heat with an AC conversion this summer. Apply today at sandia.org. Sandia Area. Better banking without the bank.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The best of the Burkay is back. We know your bracket is busted.
I'm never going to financially recover from this.
So you have a chance to make your voice heard. A Burkay bracket is online now at sportsanimалabq.com. Vote for your all-time favorite Burkay food right now. Nachos, salsa, tamale, and more. Let us know who you think is the best in the city in our 2nd annual Burkay bracket. Online now at sportsanimалabq.com.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own half green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
Oh, this cold.
Honey,
Honey,
you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try Dayquil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. Dayquil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, Honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze.
Is he good?
Technology identifies candidates.
Does he have a microphone?
Yeah, we'll throw it on.
Then
now.
you can
We throw it
easily
on real
invite
quick.
them to apply. 4 out of
You have a minute.
We got a minute.
ZipRecruiter, get a quality candidate
All right, do
within
your
the first
ABCs
day.
for me, brother.
See for yourself. Go to
Do it.
ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free.
Keep it going.
Pull that microphone
Hold
just
the
a little
mic
closer. Yeah.
Get hype.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There you go.
ABC.
Yeah, normal talking voice.
ABC.
Hey guys,
Sound
did you
good,
know there's a
Anne-Marie?
generic form
Yeah.
I think I got him right
the
at.
same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online.
Can we get that one more time?
Hims.com/joy.
ABC.
Through Hims,
Sound
you'll
good, Amory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is
Is that good in your ear?
100% online.
You
To
need the
start your free
commercial up?
online visit,
Our
go
voice
to
is good? Everything good?
hims.com/joy.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
That's hims.com/joy.
BKFC
Tired of
59.
hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is
Hey,
different.
all this
TRA
Puff
is
Daddy
here to
stuff
tell
is
you that
weird.
if you
Isn't that
owe
so
money to the
crazy?
IRS, whether it's 5,000
You
or
watch any of this weird
500,000,
stuff? Don't
we
look
have
at
a
this stuff. It's
solution.
weird.
TRA can eliminate or reduce what you
So
owe
people have
to
been calling him
IRS
out for
with zero
years,
risk to you. If you
like
can't reduce your tax
Hannibal
debt,
Burris
you
did
can
on
do
Bill
nothing.
Cosby.
We have a
Like
5-star
rappers have
rating
been
on
calling out
Google and
Puffy
Yelp,
for
and it
years
will
on all
solve
this
the
stuff.
BBB
Yeah.
and your tax nightmare today. But
Yeah, a lot of crazy
TRA.com
things going on
or
in the
call
world.
800-583-6580.
Wild.
I don't like it.
That's 800.
It's the internet, man. We never heard about this stuff. Now we hear about everything.
It
There
is.
you
It's
go.
Here we go.
Well, anywhere with cell service.
Mike is hot.
The KNML app in the Google Play or iTunes App Store. Just search KNML.
Back on the program, back at the Duke store. 10% off your purchase today. That comes out of Van's pocket. Van, thank you.
Sending me to the poorhouse, boys.
I like everything about that. Joining us on the program because there's a big event Friday night. Joining us on the program, Felipe Flip Chavez. Flip, welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, happy to be here, guys. Happy to be here. It's always great to come home and throw down, do what we do. New Mexico's known for being tough and being scrappers, and now with this new sport, BKFC, it's even better. A lot of street fighters here in New Mexico.
Yeah, baby.
BKFC 59. Obviously, we had John on yesterday, John Dotson, talking about the big event, but it is Friday night. That is March the 29th. Tickets are still available. You can get those at bkfc.com. The $45. I mean, you can get in. Like, Friday's payday. Like, let's go. Like, that's the whole thing over
And
there.
that's a full night of fighting. You're not just there to watch one dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's hours of entertainment.
This card is stacked. I mean, everybody from New Mexico, from different gyms all over the state, or the who's are in this card, on this card. I'm super excited to be on this card. I'm excited just to watch it,
You started young in MMA. You stepped away for a little bit. You came back to it. Now the world of BK, the bare knuckle fighting, obviously. Talk to us about your story, man. Talk to us about your origin here in Albuquerque and where you expect to be after Friday night.
Yeah, so I started fighting when I was 9 years old. I started boxing. Always loved boxing. Later on, when I turned 16, I started following in the footsteps of my older cousin, Diego Sanchez, who was already training up at Greg Jackson's. We had planned on going to the Marines on a buddy program.
Oh, God.
But he was waiting for me. I was a year behind him in school, and his career took off. So we switched game. We started doing MMA. I fought professional for about 12 years. I had a couple layoffs because of some really bad injuries. But hey, I made my way back, and then after a long 11 years of not fighting.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, just being a family man, taking care of my kids. I have a 13-year-old, 15-year-old, and a 5-year-old boy. So I was just working, doing the normal thing. Never thought I was gonna fight again. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, a good friend of mine who's a black belt under Greg Jackson, Chris Avila, moved out to New Braunfels, Texas, where I'm currently living in San Antonio. So New Braunfels is about 20 minutes from where I stay. He called me up, hey, you know where New Braunfels is? I was like, yeah, I'm like 20 minutes from there, and I actually work there. He's like, you want to work out? I live here now. Let's do it, and the rest is history. We just train in garages.
Yeah.
Yeah, we train in his garage. We train in my garage.
Oh, my gosh.
And, we've been doing it for so long that we click well together. He was a teammate of mine, and then later on he ended up becoming my MMA coach. So
You're
yeah.
gonna be in front of quite a few more people at the Tingley Coliseum this Friday night
than your garage. You mentioned that the card was stacked. Obviously your focus is on your match itself, but is there anyone on the card that you're looking forward to watching and like must see TV out there?
John and Derek and Eric Dotson. They're teammates of mine. They're good friends of mine. We used to, little John and I, we wrestled against each other in middle school, high school.
Right.
So we've known each other forever. And then later on, we ended up becoming teammates up at Greg Jackson School, and good friends. And his little brother as well, a good friend of mine. We'd hang out together, run into each other all the time. And yeah, those two guys are tough as nails. I love watching them fight. Now that Eric's fighting, it's awesome to see two brothers together.
Right.
Just like me and Diego. We're training together. I am living in Texas right now, but I'm in the process of moving back home. So get Diego back on the horse, and here we go again. Round two.
You started this bare knuckle stuff just 2 months ago? Is that right?
Yeah. So my fights are about 60 days apart.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about this card, but right after I fought, I was talking to little John in the back, and he was like, talking about his fight. I said, man, I want to get on that. So after I fought, I talked to Ricky and my management team, and they were like, well, your hands are broken. I said, I don't think they are, but I went directly. I fought Saturday night, and then Monday morning, I went straight to the hospital, got x-rays, sent the x-rays to Ricky. Hey, they cleared me. He said, well, the card's already full. I said, well, come on, man, you could get me on. It's at home. It's in New Mexico. It's in front of my people, I want to fight in front of my people.
Yeah.
So, they got me on the card. I am on the prelims, but I don't care as long as I get a fight. I love to fight.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I've had between boxing and everything, I've had tons of fights. I can't even keep track, right? Between MMA, boxing, kickboxing.
You know your
jiu-jitsu.
record against John Dotson though in wrestling. I know you know it.
He beat me every time. Little John's an animal.
Flip Chavez joining us on the program. We're talking about BKFC this upcoming Friday night. That's going to be over there at Tingley Coliseum. Tickets available for as low as $45. BKFC.com. You're going to fight Leandro Torres. I'm not familiar with him. Looks like a tough dude. He's 1-0 in the game as well, but he's had a whole year to kind of get ready for this thing.
Yeah, he was Prospect Series 1 in Miami.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
He's out there training with Palomino and a bunch of veterans of BKFC, but they're a different we're a different breed out here in New Mexico,
Sure.
We've been bare knuckling. I hope it gets cold. I used to fight in the snow when I was a kid with no gloves, I'm like, man, Jesus, bring that cold weather, bring that snow. It was snowing yesterday. I said, bring that snow. To me, this is like, it's a lot closer to a street fight, right? You got to make sure that you land on target. You hit in the wrong place. I dislocated my knuckle in the last fight. I had this other knuckle all swollen. I thought my right hand was broken, but it was just dislocated. But I had my little boys were in the audience. So I said, you know what? I ain't quitting.
Yeah.
If I quit, they're going to think it's all right to quit. We don't quit. No matter if it's, in school, soccer, work, college, I don't care what it is. We're Chavez's. We do not quit. So I had to set the example for him. And it actually helped me because I was throwing those overhand rights, landing with these big knuckles, and I sliced him up really good. He was a game opponent, had a lot of experience, and he was on his way up. They had big plans for him, but I put an end to that.
Atta baby. You mentioned training. So, throughout your career, train for wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, MMA. What aspect of training for BKFC was different for you this time?
Yeah, so this is way different. It's a lot different. At my age, I'm 40 years old. I can't be wrestling and getting choked and the pulling on my joints and all that stuff. My body just won't hold up, So boxing, it's a lot of jump roping, a lot of running, shadow boxing, hitting mitts. Cardio, your cardio has to be through the roof. But they're 2-minute rounds, right? 2-minute rounds. Yeah, I can do that. I train 22 rounds every day,
Nice.
I train at least 5 hours every day. I'm a hard worker. I work 10-hour shifts, but I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, train 2 hours. After work, I train another 3 hours. But the training it's different. You have to be super, super accurate with where you land your punch, right? And if you land in the wrong place, you're going to hurt your hand. You're going to hurt your hand. Most people, I was talking to Donald Sanchez when I went in the back. I was like, yeah, I think I broke my hands. He's like, oh, man, that's all you were talking about before the fight. I don't want to break my hand. I want to break my hand. But he told me that he did. He broke his hand his first fight as well, So it was a learning process for me. You know, so Chris Avila and I and Jimmy Rayborn, we've been working on target accuracy, and just making sure that we're landing with the right part of our knuckle, right, and in the right place.
So you're talking about going on in the prelims. You're talking about taking on a guy who's really talented in his own way. He's going to have a corner with him. Who's in your corner? You got family with you? Who's going to be out there supporting you?
Yeah, so I got Jimmy Rayborn, who's been coaching me. He lives between here and Texas, so I get a lot of training in with him. So I have him cornering me, as well as Diego Sanchez, my first cousin. He's cornering me as well.
There you go.
My coach Chris Avila, he couldn't be there for this one. He was going to be there, but his son is representing Texas on a national level for a wrestling tournament.
Oh, let's go!
Yeah,
Okay.
so his son Jude Avila, you know, and I'm really proud of the kid. His son and my sons, they're really good friends. They're like brothers, right?
Yeah.
Jude's like a little brother to my sons, and we all trained together. Me and Jude did the whole camp together. He's competing on the same exact day of me, but I told my coach, I said, you know what, I need you here to get me ready to scrap. You know, I'm a man. I'll go out there, you know, and I'll go out there and I'll fight. I'm alone in there anyways. I said, go be there for your son, you know. It'll make me feel better about it. You know, I got kids myself.
From here, fought here, you know you're going to have your people here. You know you're going to have your family here.
Yeah.
What does it feel like knowing that you got that home field advantage when you walk out?
Oh, it means everything to me. You know, New Mexico, the people from New Mexico, we got pride. We have a lot of pride, and we love to fight. We love to see that fight. We fight for what's ours, you know. New Mexico, it's a conquer state, right? Everybody here's tough. I don't care. Your mom, your auntie, you know, they're tough. My mom's the toughest lady I know. When I was 16, I thought I was big and bad. You know, I probably had like, you know, 15 plus fights, you know, knocking people out. I could already knock out grown men, excuse my language. Grown men, 15. My mom was like, you'll never be able to beat me. That's when I learned about Muay Thai. She gave me a little leg kick. I was like, ooh, yeah, don't mess with mama. Don't mess with mama. Don't mess with the people of New Mexico. I'm just excited. This guy's coming from Argentina. So I'm like, yeah, I'm representing my state, New Mexico. I'm also representing my country, you know, USA. I'm Team USA for this fight. Team 505 USA.
You coming out with the New Mexico flag?
Yeah, I'm coming out with my New Mexico flag. My last fight I came out with my New Mexico flag, but I'm coming out with a New Mexico and an American flag this time. You know,
love that.
So we're gonna be representing, and yeah, I'm ready. My last fight, I did not stop training. I took 7 days off to kind of let my body heal, and I got straight back into camp. I went and I ran my mountains, the Magdalena Mountains. You know, I'm from Socorro, New Mexico. I grew up out there. And there's the Magdalena Mountains that are high elevation. Last time I was here, I ran those mountains. It was in the snow just like it is now. Oh my God, it hurt me. It hurt me. I thought I was like coughing. I was like, ugh, you know. This time that I went back, I was dreading it. We're driving up there in our 4-wheel drive trucks. I got my buddies. I'm like, hey, get the Jeeps and the 4-wheelers, everything ready. Let's go up. Take me up to the mountain, right? My dad, Philip Chavez, loads up the 4-wheel drive, the 4-wheelers. My friend Carlos Trujillo. We load up and we head up to the mountains, right? I'm dreading it the whole time. Guess what? I did that run easy. I was turning around. I was sprinting up the mountain. I was like, oh, yeah, boy, we're in shape. Leandro Torres is in trouble, you know. He's in trouble.
If you're excited about supporting Felipe Flip Chavez, you can do it this Friday night at Tingley Coliseum. Doors open at 6, prelim start at 7, and then it's a night full of entertainment. Flip, thank you, brother.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. It's an honor. Yeah. It's an honor to be here. You know, my kids, you know, I wanna be an example to all the kids, and just go out there and fight and show them, hey, you know what? Sobriety is the way. You stay sober, you stay away from bad people, stay away from drugs and alcohol. Find a goal, find something to work towards, and just be a good person. Stay close to God. Listen to your parents. You know, my parents told me my whole life how to live the way I'm living now. My parents told me my whole life. I didn't listen. I had to learn the hard way, you know. And now that I have kids of my own, I'm like, man, I got to be the example for my kids. You know? And for all kids across the state, you know, hey, you guys, 505, stay sober, stay healthy, and just chase your dreams, guys. I believe in you guys.
Cool message from a cool dude. We continue the product from Albuquerque Dukes whenever we get back. Felipe, thank you, brother. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored.
Thank you.
Juicy Juice. Juicy Juice is 100% juice, which means Juicy Juice is only sweetened by the fruit, with no sugar added, no high fructose corn syrup, and no artificial sweeteners. Try all of the delicious flavors. Find Juicy Juice at your favorite local grocery retailer. Info at juicyjuice.com.
Foot traffic right now, we're dealing with more congestion. I-40 westbound. That's going to start back around Carlisle, and it's going to last almost all the way down to Unser. So you're going to want to be really careful as you make your way through there. Also southbound on I-25 right now between Osuna and Candelaria. Traffic moving slow there. Westbound Paseo, I-25 until the river. We're dealing with slowdowns in that area. Also congestion westbound on Montano. That's going to start as you approach Rio Grande. It'll last until Coors. Headed north on I-25 right now between Gibson and Lomas. We've got slowdowns in that area. Also westbound Alameda, just west of 2nd Street, you're going to see slowdowns. They're going to last until Coors.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust a team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
Proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at American.
Yeah.
You catch that
I'm
shit?
Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you.
3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
If I was crazy or not.
I'm brave enough to fade UConn. I'm Chris Mack, here to help you beat the books with BetQL. It's a rematch of last year's national title game, and Connecticut is a double-digit favorite at -11. But the BetQL model is backing San Diego State in the round of 16. BetQL has them at +11 as a 5-star best bet. I'm Chris Mack. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetMGM apps today.
Febreze. So my home is also my office. And before I can focus, every room's gotta be clean. That means tidying up and spraying my Febreze Air Mist. Ooh, that's fresh. Febreze Air Mist scents are all high quality. They fight any weird funk, and they give my air an instant boost of freshness. So not only does my home smell good, I feel good too. After I Febreze, it's time to start my day.
Breathe happy, Febreze. La, 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 la. Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Remember last summer when 100-degree days made you wonder if your couch was going to spontaneously combust? Your swamp cooler is only designed to lower the inside temperature about 10 degrees. 100 degrees outside, you do the math. Don't wait until you're melting and your family is whining. Now is the time to call Enchanted Mechanical to switch to air conditioning. No more unbearable heat. No more swamp cooler conversions. You'll be the coolest dude in the neighborhood. Chill and visit the heating and cooling doctor. EnchantedMechanicalNM.com or call
What time is it, Indiana?
321-4177.
At Target, count on
Marie,
our
do you have
great
that
deals
soundbite?
just in time for Easter.
Yes.
All right, let's do that right now.
30 on toys with Target Circle. So you
That girl calling or going in with you,
What girl?
or a guy or whatever. Someone, your next guest.
chocolate
They'll be here.
flavored Bogle off from Cadbury to Reese's mini eggs and more. And get great family picks with new Easter looks. It's easy with 20% off dresses, polos, and more. Shop in fast for our best Easter deals, only at Target. Restrictions apply.
When Cynthia came to TurboTax, she just launched her new side gig, a true crime podcast.
I'm a first-rate detective with a golden voice.
As her TurboTax expert, I made her second income count by guaranteeing 100% accurate filing and her maximum refund.
What did she do with that refund? Find out.
Gotta figure it out.
Switch to Intuit TurboTax and make your moves count. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
Are you on the lookout for a new exciting career opportunity? Or perhaps you're ready for a dynamic new beginning? Step into a world of possibilities at Isleta Resort and Casino, where we don't just offer jobs, we cultivate careers. At Isleta, we cherish our team members and commit to their success and growth. Immerse yourself in a vibrant
She
work
forgets to
culture
do it all
that
the time,
thrives
and the
on
mailman knows.
positivity and support. We take pride in offering our team members exception. benefits including comprehensive health and wellness plans, a generous matching 401k retirement program.
What'd you
and
buy?
Free delicious hot meals during shifts. That's not all. At Isleta, your career progression is a journey we navigate together, providing ample opportunities for advancement and professional development. Join us at the Isleta Resort and Casino
There we
Career
go.
Fair, Thursday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in 777s. Experience a day of opportunity with on-the-spot interviews and immediate hiring decisions. Visit Isleta.com for more information. Isleta Resort and Casino, where
Nice to meet you.
career begins.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Wednesday on the opening drive, more movement at Lobo men's basketball.
Good to meet you,
What's
kiddo.
going on?
Hey, give 'em out,
What's
brother.
next? And
There we
what does
go.
it all mean? JJ Buck and I start.
Back on the program. Steve, you with us?
I think so.
Hi, Steve.
I like that.
Welcome back.
I like that a lot.
Getting a little rain out there.
Just
In
sprinkle.
case you want me to do the weather report for you.
45 degrees outside, 65 degrees at the Albuquerque Duke store. I'm Fred Slow. Amory, is it true that the Isham Dental soundbite of the day is ready?
It is.
Let's go.
Yeah.
There's anything I could change about the league to make it better, probably just all the guys sitting resting. That's the only thing I probably don't like. Just play, man. If you 80%, you got to play. I don't like all the sitting, missing games and stuff. Like these people might have enough money to come to one game. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the game they come to, and then you sitting out. You know what I'm saying? So I take pride in trying to play every game because I don't know. It might be one fan that has never seen me play, and I'm trying to play. So that's the only thing I don't like. Guys just sitting out.
Oh,
Minnesota Timberwolves superstar and illegitimate son of Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards, saying, "Do not miss games for these kids."
hey, he's going to be the new face of the league when LeBron gone.
He's already been the face of the league.
What?
Because he has the same face as Michael Jordan.
505-881-0422. Reach out to Scott Isham and Isham Dental at abq.com. Accepting Medicare A and B. They're your home for dentures. Obviously, we talk about their same day, but they do the financing. They do the layaway. Implants starting at $1,200, Steve. So there you go.
Layaway.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Payment plan, baby.
Never would have thought of that.
Get that thing figured out. Dental work is like low-key, not very cheap. Scott finds a way to make it affordable. It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
He's a dude. That is faux
He's
show.
a full-on dude.
Val is Red on the phone.
Speaking of dudes, Anthony Edwards is a dude.
Amory,
Like, because he said the thing out loud that everyone's been thinking in their head.
Yeah.
Like,
Alice Red.
if you're,
I'm sorry, Amory, I just cannot hear you.
No, you guys can finish talking. I'm saying I'm not on air. Atlas Red is on the phone whenever if you want to talk.
Understood. Keep going, man.
he's saying the thing out loud that everyone's thinking. Like, if you're actually hurt, no one wants you to play. Don't make your injury worse. If you're just taking a day off, I 100% agree with Anthony Edwards. Like, the plumber, the electrician, the blah, blah, just can't take a day off because he's worked 2 straight days. I mean, if you're not injured, go out there and play.
Yeah.
Like he said, there's some kid out there, there's some family who saved up all year for this, and they're not going to play the one night that they come to see you. It's sad.
You know, a similar thing happened to me years ago. Derek Jeter was doing his going away tour with the Yankees.
Okay.
And the Yankees
and
were.
You didn't get a gift basket.
Well, there's the. So sweet.
Derek. Oh, sorry.
So they were doing a 3-game series in St. Louis, and I was in St. Louis. And okay, let's go to a game or whatever. Let's go see Derek Jeter play, in his final season or his final time. He played the first 2 games of the series and didn't play the third one. And I went, fortunately enough, to the second game of the series, but I was taking a buddy to the third game, and that buddy was heartbroken.
Sure.
That we went to the game, and the whole time we were sitting around waiting for a pinch hit, waiting for an opportunity, which he did, which ended up kind of working out. But it was kind of a sadder moment, in the world of you expect to see a thing, and specifically if we're talking about, guys on their way out, if we're talking about, a very limited opportunity, that's heartbreaking stuff. That's heartbreaking stuff. You and I went and watched LeBron play in LA when we were in LA a couple years ago, because I'd never seen LeBron play in person. He's the greatest of all time, Steve. Are you familiar with him?
Are you talking about
LeBron?
NBA?
Yeah, LeBron James. LeBron James.
Did he play?
Yes,
He did play, and he played well.
Now, Amory, you
So
said
like some kid
sit out for his prop bets.
Some kid would have been super hurt if either LeBron or they were playing the Bucks. So Giannis was there too. Giannis put on an absolute clinic. Like I would have felt like I got gypped a little bit if Giannis didn't play or LeBron didn't play. So I 100% get it.
Friend of the show, Dylan, says in the Sports Animal Live chat that happened to him with James Harden when he was in Houston.
Oh, just go to the strip club later. You can meet him.
Find him.
Meet him in person. Yeah.
First time I saw James Harden play, he was at Arizona State. He came up to Washington State and put a whooping on my Cougars.
Oh, yeah.
He was wild good. So wild good. Amory, I know you said the phone lines are heating up. Let's do this. Let's go to break, and we'll get to those whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On live at the Albuquerque Dew Store. Steve Palmisano has been on air with us all day today. See, this is like the best part of your week, right? Like doing the show?
Absolutely.
Seems like a lie the way you said it.
Mhm.
No, it is.
Honestly?
Don't lie to them.
Honestly,
I just don't know if I'm going to continue to get on when there's no more Amory.
Oh,
today's Amory's last day.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know what's going on with her.
Where are you guys
I don't know where she's leaving. Did she quit?
She is.
Steve, I'm moving to Japan.
You are?
Yes.
She's fleeing the country in disgrace.
When Amory did things,
she's going to investigate Shohei.
She did things so atrocious that not even witness protection in Albuquerque could help her.
Rio Rancho.
She's on her way.
Yeah.
Do you have like an apartment in Japan already, or a house? How does that work?
No, you show up and they take
So-
you to temporary housing, and then they're like, okay, just wait here, and we're gonna find you a house.
Can't they just do that part right now?
Yeah,
like,
why
while
can't-
you're on your way over?
Nope.
Because they don't believe you're coming.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
there's no way they really come.
They put us in temporary housing, and then once we're there, they figure it out.
Do you get to bring your things?
They pack up our stuff in April, and then we get it by latest July.
Oh my God!
Wait, hold on. You won't have your things?
They got to inspect their stuff.
It's the government.
Yeah, they got to go through all their stuff.
Oh, they're gonna go through your things?
Yeah.
Oh, you better not
It's
bring
clothes
bring
and
that
a
one thing.
Soul Cycle bike. That's all I have.
What was that second thing?
A Soul Cycle bike. It's like a Peloton bike, but better.
I think Seoul is Korea. Van, can you confirm that?
Yes,
Soul?
Yeah.
I believe that's sun in Spanish.
that too.
There you go.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Friend of the show
Oh,
really
that's
wants
done.
to talk to you guys. He's
Okay, let's
calling.
hurry up. Let's hurry up and go to commercials so we can come back.
Yeah, 2 Men On 95.9 FM AM 6 at least Sports Animal.
This report is.
Hey, Amory, I couldn't hear you at all. I'm
Is
sorry.
this guy Alice Red?
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Were you saying Atlas Red?
That's what I heard.
He said that he's like your best friend.
Atlas
Online,
Red.
proof of prior year payment required when filing. New
Does the red sound familiar?
terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
I don't know who this is.
Well, just pretend because he loves you.
I-40 westbound. That's going to start back around Carlisle, and it's going to last almost all the way down to Unser. So you're going to want to be really careful as you make your way through there. Also, southbound on I-25 right now between Osuna and Candelaria. Traffic moving slow there. Westbound Paseo,
Steve, I have no idea.
I-25 until the river. We're dealing with slowdowns in
I
that
do.
area. Also, congestion westbound on Montano. That's going to start as you approach Rio Grande. It'll last until Coors. Headed north on I-25 right now between Gibson and Lomas. We've got slowdowns in that area. Also, westbound Alameda, just west of 2nd Street, you're going to see slowdowns. They're going to last until Coors.
This report is brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union. Better banking without the bank.
What can you do with a home equity loan? Tip number 2, build the backyard of your dreams for summer nights. Apply today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Scott, up good. The madness is here. Catch every high-profile game from the NCAA tournament right here. The Tigers are on to the Sweet 16. On to the Sweet 16. And Marquette marches on your home for the tournament. Bounce in. Up top, Garcia for three. In the NCAA National Championship game. It's a 20-12 San Diego State lead. 95.9 FM and AM 610. the sports animal.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp databank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak? Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Casino at the Downs hosts Money Madness Monday through Friday with tens of thousands of dollars in cash prizes, plus random promos daily, $30,000 cash weekends, great dining, and so much more. It's winning entertainment only at Casino at the Downs, Louisiana and Central. Weekends at the Downs has cash drawings, live music, dancing, casual, and fine dining.
Okay, this guy said you nicknamed him Atlas Red.
I don't remember doing that. What was that about?
I don't know.
Be honest.
What does the nickname Atlas Red even mean?
I don't know, and he loves me and Kyle. I don't know who this guy is, and it's weirding me out.
You love Mean Kyle?
Dropped off at the
Me.
Is he an Ayn Rand fan? Is he a character from Atlas Shrugged?
I don't know. You guys
the
are
hit
starting calling him
novel
Atlas
Atlas Shrugged.
His nickname, you gave it Atlas Red. I don't know.
Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
This better not be one of the dudes we kicked off the show.
I know. I was
Sure,
thinking, I was
please.
like,
Here we go.
Here you go. Mike is up.
The sports animal.
All right, we're back on the program. Now, there was a series of time on the show when we were giving nicknames out to all of our friends of the show.
Uh-huh.
And there was at one point a database for all these, and it is lost to me.
Okay.
Welcome to the program of the show, Atlas Red. Atlas, welcome, brother. How are you?
Not too bad, man. You guys are picking on Emery all the time, right? Emery
What?
all the time,
She's
aren't
the,
you?
well, I mean, it's her last day.
Picking on her. You know, her husband works hard all day and cooks all night for her, and she works hard all day trying to make you guys happy, and then she has to go do comedy. And these basketball players can't even pick up a ball and play for just a little bit.
Boom.
Give me a break.
My dude.
Give me a break. Hey, Marie, hey, listen. When you get out to Japan, I know of an interpreter that's wide open. Listen, guys, the reason I want to call is Shohei. There's no bank in the world, and the government is going to know every time that you take 500 G's out of a bank.
Exactly.
So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that his friends stole from him, because it's going to send off a bunch of alarms and whistles every time you're taking 500 G out of a bank.
It's a lot of money.
And the federal government knows about it, because if you and I can't go take 5,000 out of the bank without the government knowing about it, there's a problem.
That's a good point there. Also, I like the idea that Kyle just slaves away in the kitchen all day. This is really working for me.
Which he does. We all know that.
He does.
Shohei the money.
Shohei the money.
This is a good call.
All right, guys.
Alice, thank you so much, brother.
Hey, Marie, enjoy.
Thank you.
Good call. I can't agree anymore. Like, I get it. I don't want a professional athlete to play injured, make his injury worse, just to appease a bunch of fans, because we all know we're in sports. Everyone here listening knows that one sports fan who is awful. Those guys exist. But the overwhelming majority of sports fans are wholeheartedly in there for the entertainment dollar. They want to support their team and be entertained and be nice and be wholesome, and everything's on the up and up. And for those people, I say play. For that one kid who's never going to get to a game, who is one of his parents worked their rear ends off all year to go to that one game, please play for that kid.
I want for all children to have fabulous memories of their childhood heroes. But we all know how untrue all of that is. You were a big Puff Daddy fan for a lot of years.
That is not true. No, that is not true whatsoever.
Childhood van sweated Puff Daddy.
Diddy.
Oh, P. Diddy, sorry.
Same thing.
So, first off, bleep your crew and the clique you claim.
Yes.
West Side till we ride. Come equipped with game.
Yep.
You claim to be a player, but
Yep.
I bleep your wife.
Uh-huh.
We bust on bad boys, baby.
You gonna finish that out?
What
Nah,
is
let's go
that?
right here. That's from the greatest example of ethos, pathos, and logos in the history of art. It's called the first verse of Tupac's "Hit 'Em Up."
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I knew it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
So, you're saying you're not a Puff Daddy fan.
Yeah.
But now you made your heroes.
Bleep Bad Boy as a crew, a label, and a mother blinking.
Who disappointed you more in your adultness with your childhood fandoms? Puff Daddy, obviously, or Warren Moon?
Warren Moon, for sure. Warren Moon is the gold, silver, and bronze medalist of childhood disappointments.
I have a text that Van sent me here, Steve.
Oh, goodness.
He gave me a list. It's a list of all the things that P. Diddy has done that broke his heart.
Nope.
Apparently, he paid a security guy $5,000 to blow up Kid Cudi's car.
Okay.
Because
that's pretty cheap.
Oh, gosh. He had cameras in all the rooms of his mansion where he would create blackmail material of his guests that would come over.
Right. Very Epsteinian of him.
There's a lot of deviant stuff in here, too.
Pretty
stuff
awful.
that's not even funny for the radio.
Yeah.
This guy...
Of his laundry list of all the awful things he did, there was one good one.
What was that?
He would make all of his employees carry around briefcases of the drugs he liked so he could have his favorite drugs whenever he wanted them. That's awesome. Everything else he did was terrible. Terrible.
Apparently, he had the Miami Police Department on payroll. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
That's like in a movie. That's movie stuff.
Yeah. I can't wait for the Netflix series on this. It's going to be so good.
It's been claimed that he would shoot people in his recording studio. That's the end of the sentence.
Mm-hmm. You can trace that one back. That was an actual event.
Claimed it was a drive-by.
Yeah. Shot a guy in his studio and drug him outside and said he got shot in a drive-by.
He never really had any bangers.
Allegedly. Also, allegedly, shot a dude in a club. And one of his rappers, Shine, you know Shine? You remember him?
Yeah, of course.
Everyone remembers Shine. Took the heat for it.
Jennifer Lopez brought him the gun.
Yeah.
This is real. None of this is made up.
No.
And his number one banger's a cover anyways.
Yeah, all of his songs are covers.
I'll Be Missing You is not that good.
He ruined so many good Biggie songs with his stupid ad-libs.
It's all about the Benjamins, bro. I say, hear me out. Local eateries and establishments with touch tunes, go ahead and cancel P. Diddy.
Take them off.
Take them off.
Take them all off.
Is Andy Lyman of the paper joining us when we get back?
You killed Biggie, too.
2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Andy, you didn't kill Biggie.
Thank you.
Traffic right now. We've still got those slowdowns. I-40 westbound as you approach the interchange. So seeing a little bit of a slowdown southbound I-25 near Montgomery. Headed west on Paseo right now between I-25 and the river. Traffic continues to move slow there. Also westbound on Montano right now. As you approach Rio Grande, you're going to see congestion. That's going to last until Coors. Northbound I-25 coming up on Lomas. Traffic still moving a bit slow in that area, and still dealing with some slowdowns westbound on Alameda as you approach the river. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Are you on the lookout for a new exciting career opportunity? Or perhaps you're ready for a dynamic new beginning? Step into a world of possibilities at Isleta Resort and Casino, where we don't just offer jobs, we cultivate careers. At Isleta, we cherish our team members and commit to their success and growth. Immerse yourself in a vibrant work culture that thrives on positivity and support. We take pride in offering our team members exceptional benefits, including comprehensive health and wellness plans, a generous matching 401k retirement program, and free delicious hot meals during shifts. That's not all. At Isleta, your career progression is a journey we navigate together, providing ample opportunities for advancement and professional development. Join us at the Isleta Resort and Casino Career Fair, Thursday, April 4th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in 777. Experience a day of opportunity with on-the-spot interviews and immediate hiring decisions. Visit Isleta.com for more information. Isleta Resort and Casino, where your dream career begins.
When you use your electric vehicle in autopilot or self-driving mode, accidents can still happen. Whether you consider it fault or not, you may still have a claim. Lerner & Rowe is the first law firm in America with the ability to review the proprietary software that holds electric vehicle manufacturers responsible. If you were injured in an EV accident, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Carlos Obi Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Some work may be performed by or referred to other attorneys.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
If you're a pro and flooring is your game, we'll help you win it. Because at LL Flooring, all we do is floors. You want decor? You want plumbing? LL Flooring has been helping pros knock it out of the park for over 30 years. Visit one of our 400 nationwide warehouses for one-on-one service, extensive inventory, and exclusive pro pricing.
Coming back right now.
That you deserve. Enroll today.
What's up?
Dylan's on the phone and wants to talk about Shohei Ohtani.
Yes. But tell him Andy's also here, so he has to deal with that. Use the other one. Use the other one.
Oh, Andy!
What you need? Thousands of proof.
Now he's there.
Andy!
Hey.
What's your email again? I got everything written and everything.
It's Andy at abq.news.
I'm gonna send it to you.
All parts people.
It's Slick. It's Slick Boy. SLICKBOI.
Call him.
Slick Boy.
Everyone, that's Andy's nickname.
Yeah.
Andy Slick Boy.
For the sports animal.
BOI.
Here we go.
Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Marie Castillo.
Like that.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Oh my God! It's 6 o'clock. Welcome to Getting Off Work. Hey Marie, is it true that the friend of the show, Sports Animal 2 Men On hotline is open? 505-246-0610.
Yeah, people are calling today. It's Dylan.
Friend of the show, Dylan?
Oh, OG Fots, Dylan.
Right, so Dylan goes back to the weekend, and I sometimes wish I could too. Dylan, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good, brother. What's going on?
So I wanted to talk about the Ohtani situation.
Andy Lyman with us as well from the paper. Dylan, be prepared for his interjection.
So I believe Ohtani when he says he actually never bet on the game.
Okay.
However, I do believe that he is involved in match fixing. I believe that he was trying to help out his interpreter buddy, and ultimately he got caught.
Yo,
it's a hot take.
Breaking the fourth wall here a little bit. Dylan has worked in and lives in Las Vegas, Nevada.
What?
So he's got the inside
Somewhat
track
of an
here.
expert, you'd say.
Yes, definitely.
Dylan, what are like the,
investigating it with the FBI and MLB right now? So it's pretty interesting stuff.
what are the strong indicators to you?
To me, honestly, he's telling the truth when he like I said, he's telling the truth when he says he didn't actually bet on the game, but I definitely feel like there's match fixing going on. There was a couple of games actually against my Braves where there was a $1 million, like I can't remember the exact amount, but pretty much $1 million bet stating that he was going to strike out more than 3 times and the Braves were going to win by more than 3.5 runs. And all that just came together in the 7th inning. And there's also circumstances regarding the Padres game where the same circumstances, the bet was placed in his hometown. So I honestly feel like he might be telling the truth about not actually placing the bet, but he's definitely involved in some match fixing. That's my opinion on it.
It reminds me of the time I saw Pete Rose, old Peter Rose in Las Vegas, actually, betting on the Super Bowl.
That was not a secret what he was doing. They see Pete Rose yesterday said, I would have got away with it all if I had an interpreter.
Reverse Scooby doing the whole thing. Dylan, good call, brother.
All right, thanks, guys. Love the show.
Oh, I like that.
My man. He
All right, have fun.
I heard the same thing that Dylan is referring to, where there were some very, very shady bets going on at certain times, and a giant influx of bets from his hometown and the area around his hometown, and they all coincided with his worst performances, like as a professional baseball player. A little shady. I don't know if that's enough to necessitate blaming him, but I guarantee, like, now the cat's out of the bag. Everyone's going to do their due diligence. Everyone's going to be researching this thing. So all these allegations, like all this stuff coming out, I mean, there's going to be people here like Andy from the paper who are going to be like just dedicating their lives to this story now.
Sure, yeah. Especially, a super local story like that,
Yeah. Hey, Marie, do me a favor and hang up on front of the show, Dylan. So,
bye, Dylan.
Bye.
Dylan was like, I don't want to miss the rest of the
I'm just going to hang here. I'm just going to chill here for a while.
The boys.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
When we're on location, there's an echo. So that's the thing. So sometimes we gotta cut them short. Andy Lyman of the papers here. We saw you earlier today. We were over at Ice Toast Park doing their. All right, help me out. What word do I need to use here? Because ballpark food isn't ballpark food anymore.
Oh no,
this is like a experience.
It's like a destination. I think that Chef Jim
Griego. Yeah, very excited.
Shout out to Jim.
He told me today that he's trying to, make it that people go to the stadium to eat food, and that's it. It makes sense, right? Everybody has that friend that goes to the baseball game with them. That's like, I don't really care about the game. I'm going to go do other stuff, right? Drink a beer, have some good food, and
tolerate van.
Eat an El Fuego, which is spicy as heck.
Is that a new one?
Yep. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
I think it's some pork and mac and cheese with green chili and a green chili bagel.
I'm opening up. So I didn't want to open up the press release yet until you were on the show. So I have it here.
I also recounted everything on abq.news in case anybody needs to go back and check that out. Yeah.
The El Fuego will be available at the Santa Fe Trail near Section 116. That was that's the brisket one, right?
Yep, that sounds right. Yep,
Okay.
That's with Brazilian barbecue,
The cheese bagel and all that. So this thing here, and there's a ton of photos. They're all at abq.news.
That's right.
So there's a ton of photos of all this stuff too. But there was just like delicious meat food, delicious meat food, delicious meat food, delicious meat food. And then at the end they said, we didn't forget about you, Van.
Yeah. Didn't Jim the sweetest?
He did
made me a nice little veggie rice bowl. Not just for me, for you, friend of the
The
show.
Vegetarian Fusion Bowl is now part of Isotopes Park. It is official, and you have been whispering or licking the ear of Jim Griego for some time to get this thing into existence.
That is accurate. You know, it's no secret to the friend of the show how much I love baseball, how much I love being at the park, how much I love
you hate meat.
that too. I don't really talk about that often, but it's very true. But we need options too.
Yeah.
For us weird hippies like us. My first go-to always, if I haven't been to the ballpark in a while, they got the veggie dog there. I mean, a dog at the ballpark, there's nothing like it. But you can only eat so many veggie dogs. You can only eat so many
They
burgers.
haven't really figured that out yet, the veggie dog, right? It's sort of plasticky and doesn't quite. I guess a hot dog's kind of like plastic too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that far off from the original. The technology for all that fake meat stuff is light years of what it was just a few years ago. But like, you want to mix it up. If you're going to go to the ballpark once, get a hot dog, get a soda pop, get some peanuts, get some popcorn, do all the normal baseball ballpark stuff. But if you're going to go a second time, a third time, a fourth time, Chef Jim Griego has some awesome options for you at the ballpark. You can mix it up and get some really cool stuff.
The Fusion Bowl thing uses the fake pork. I don't know what to call it. The plant-based pork. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
it was pretty spot on too.
That's
I'm not
the best
sure that
one.
I'm not sure that I would have known it wasn't meat. Had they not said so.
And often like in no offense to like weird vegetarians like Van, but like they claim that things taste better because they just put a ton of spices on it.
Right.
And it's like, oh, okay, this wasn't that. This was
Right.
like build it yourself, like curtail it to the way you want. So it's super slapped. It was incredibly good. If you go to the Isotopes social media right now or at Talk ABQ, you'll see me diving into the Hawaiian barbecue turkey leg. I took one bite out of that thing and then I chewed for many minutes.
You took a big boy bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it should have came with a toothpick. Like that was a meaty boy in my mouth. I put that meaty boy in my mouth.
The sauce on it was fantastic.
You take it home. That was a big. I saw that. Saw when you took a bite out of it. There's no way you finished it there.
No, and then my lady was like, "Why didn't you bring me the leftovers?" And I was like, I turned around for a second, and someone had taken it off my plate and finished it.
Oh,
Like that's how delicious that thing was.
somebody got Fred germs.
I mean, somebody got lucky. Opening night is Friday night. Everything is available at that time. Obviously, El Paso is in town.
Boo.
That tracks. First pitch is 6:35. First 3,000 fans in attendance. They get an ear flap hat. We looked at it. It's cool.
Those are sweet.
It's a cool hat.
Those are legit sweet.
Tickets available at Isotopes Park box office or abqisotopes.com. Also, this is a fun one they do. You know, they present an annual check to the city every year for using the facility, so that's going out. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the state champion Volcano Vista boys basketball team is throwing out the first pitch.
That's what I heard.
That's a lot of kids out there.
It's a lot of balls.
I'm not even gonna.
Baseballs, Andy. Come on.
How many catchers do you do for that?
One apiece. Hey, one apiece. You synchronize them all at once. 3, 2, 1. Everyone throws a pitch.
That sounds fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna get real dangerous. Basketball players trying to throw baseballs.
That's the one sport that translates the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baseball might be sort of out in its own little island there, right?
I agree. Cricket is a cousin.
If you're good at baseball, you could be good at cricket.
Sure.
If you're good at baseball, I'm not for a second believing you can shoot a basketball. I think you can throw a football.
Sure.
But I don't at all think you can shoot a basketball.
I mean, are you a baseball burnout and do you love Indian food? Boy, do I have the sport for you.
Are you talking about cricket again?
Cricket, yes, it's cricket.
I don't understand the rules of cricket. I know if it's outside of the wickets, it's a run. If it hits the back rope, it's 4 runs. The amount of time that guy actually, I guess I know kind of a ton about.
Yeah,
cricket.
you're actually.
All I know is that it has to last a really long time.
No, well, it doesn't actually have to.
There's different ones though. Some of them are like a whole weekend. Like they don't stop for 3 days.
Crazy Brits.
The Piggy Burger is a classic burger with an irresistible twist on a previous fan favorite, the Tumbleweed Burger. But low-key, all this stuff was super good. So Piggy Burger, Hawaiian barbecue turkey leg, the Vegetarian Fusion Bowl, El Fuego, which you mentioned earlier, Andy, Perico's. Oh my gosh, I'm not from the Southwest all the time.
Uh-huh.
Now available, obviously, at the Black Angus near Section 119. They got that cart over there. Thunder Cup Sundays. available at the Banana Foster's. I had the vanilla bean regular one. You guys had the boozy one.
Oh yeah, the
So,
whiskey maple something
there
or
was
other.
bacon in it or something.
Yeah.
Bourbon maple bacon ice
Yeah.
cream with a bunch of deliciousness on it.
It was like whenever you get a Blizzard from the DQ and then you put a little bourbon in it, which we all have done.
More like like when you get the Sonic drink and throw a little shot on the slush, top of the slush.
That's exactly what this was. That's what it felt like in the mouth.
Yep. It definitely. It wasn't real strong. It wasn't like a rum ball where burns when you eat. You're like, oh, I can really taste that. But it definitely tasted like bourbon.
Why did you say the word burns when you meant the word excite?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I don't make
He's-
words
he's
good.
not- yeah, he's not very good with words,
I don't
guys.
make words good.
How many words you write a week?
I don't know. You just broke my brain, Van. I don't try to
Okay.
think about that. A lot.
What
And
is
that's not even count the emails that I'm responding to every
Oh my
day.
goodness. I meant just things with your name on them in the paper.
Oh yeah. Every week, I don't know, not that much. Maybe a couple thousand.
That's a bunch of words. What are you talking about?
Don't let my freelancers hear this.
Okay.
What is the name of the restaurant where they try to buy the $5 milkshake in Pulp Fiction?
Slim something.
Jackrabbit Slims.
That's it.
And Vincent Vega's like, you don't even put booze in it?
What's funny about that is you can't find a milkshake for less than $5 these days.
Exactly. Saw the future.
Yeah.
Is milk the spendy part or is freezing the spendy part?
The electricity
little
involved.
column A, little column B.
It was a cool day over at Ice Toast Park. That was your first one, right?
Yep.
This was the first day you met Jim?
Yep. This was my first media day. I never had a job where I had to or got to write about that.
Oh, got to have fun.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
No, I had a blast at all my other jobs. Totally.
That's not what I would say about myself.
This is the best one by far, obviously.
Oh yeah. Totally.
They all pale in comparison.
This is the funnest.
The online edition of the paper comes out tomorrow. The print copy comes out on Thursday.
That's right.
We're going to go over what those that are friends and fans of ours look forward to in the paper whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Duke Store. Come spend some money, but don't spend 10% of it because Van will cover that for you.
Ugh,
the sports
fine.
animal.
Do you want to save water and save time?
Clear.
Here with JPR Gravel. You don't have to water or weed, just put rocks. We've got decorative gravel, crusher fines, base course, flagstone, and dirt for your project. Visit our gravel yards in Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, or Bernalillo, or jprgravelnm.com.
This report is sponsored by JPR Incorporated.
Okay, this is clever.
Full traffic right now, still dealing with some slowdowns westbound on I-40 between the interchange and Ford, so watch out for that. Also, congestion continuing westbound on Montano between Rio Grande and Coors. Also, still seeing a little bit of a slowdown westbound on Paseo. That's going to start around 2nd Street. It'll last until the river.
This report brought to you by Quality by DiLorenzo, Lomas, and Pennsylvania.
Don't be mad. This March, make your March happy at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, featuring the best selection of Sierra 1500s with rates as low as 0.9%. Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, Northeast, and QualityDeal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Baseball is back in Albuquerque, and the Isotopes opening weekend is moving to 96.3 News Radio KKOB. Hear every play, every hit, and every out from America's pastime.
Left center field, you can tell it goodbye.
But we'll be moving to 96.3 FM or 770 AM for this weekend. Tune to The Sports Animal for the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, or listen to your Albuquerque Isotopes. Take on the El Paso Chihuahuas on 96.3 News Radio KKOB.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call Invent Help today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the Invent Help process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through Invent Help's patent referral services. The Invent Help data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
When you use your electric vehicle in autopilot or self-driving mode, accidents can still happen. Whether you consider it fault or not, you may still have a claim. Lerner & Rowe is the first law firm in America with the ability to review the proprietary software that holds electric vehicle manufacturers responsible. If you were injured in an EV accident, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Carlos Silva Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Some work may be performed by or referred to other attorneys.
Progressive presents 10 things on a food truck owner's to-do list that are harder than getting a commercial auto insurance quote. Stocking the fridge, prepping the stations, finding employees that get along well, finding employees that actually do their job. Looking at you, Gary. Balancing the books, balancing the flavors, having a fresh menu and fresh produce and fresh meat, but never a fresh mouth. But the easiest thing on a small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you can save on commercial auto insurance. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms and conditions.
I feel like I'm constantly cleaning hair off my bathroom floor. At least my Swiffer sweeper makes it easy. Sweeper heavy-duty dry cloths have ultra-thick pads to trap and lock hairs, like a hair magnet. And when I'm finished cleaning up my hair, Sweeper takes care of his too. Now the hair's gone, all thanks to Swiffer. Try Swiffer Sweeper heavy-duty dry cloths. I promise you'll love them or your money back. And also try Swiffer Sweeper Wet to make quick work of tough, sticky messes.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried down Erase and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors. It helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
Dialing it in, huh? Pulling an A. Marie on us, are you, Fred?
Basically, A. Marie over there.
It's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
I'll trust water bottles and a flashlight to save the day, but I'll be proved wrong.
With a tornado approaching, I'll realize that I lack a wheelchair accessible shelter.
When I leave Albuquerque, like the way A. Marie is,
with 20 cans of beans.
I don't think I will
recipe
ever
for disaster.
look
let's
at any
prepare
sports
so we all
event.
have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/Ultra.
You won't look at what?
Yeah,
Sport?
Winter,
You won't look at sports, you said?
cozy and
I
comfy.
went to Wazoo.
Summer,
Why would I make that up?
Yeah, why? That's dumb.
That's a weird
Inside,
lie.
Cool and refreshing. Enchanted Mechanical keeps Mother Nature
We
where
partied
she
a little bit.
belongs, outside. Enchanted Mechanical has environmentally friendly, energy-efficient heating and
Totally
air conditioning systems to save you money and keep your house at the perfect temperature all year. Right now, a new furnace is $500 off, or pay just $29 for a furnace tune-up. Is your system sick? Call a heating and cooling doctor at 321-4177
So the Evergreen, which
or
was
visit
the school newspaper, on Mondays
enchantedmechanical.nm.com.
would post all the
animal is now
sexual assault
27
from over the
years
weekend
old.
from the
What we're
police
saying is, it's now not creepy to tell us how
That
good
were
we
done
look
by
for our age.
Cougars?
Just remember, we're
Yeah,
not
here we
that
go.
kind of station.
Mike's hat.
Back live from Jackrabbit Slims. Just kidding. It's the Albuquerque Duke store. Andy Lyman with us. He's from the paper. What's your job title? Editor?
Editor.
That's like
yeah.
an important one.
It's high up there, yeah. It's one of the first people contact when they have something to complain about. That's for sure.
They write letters to them, Van.
I wish someone would write me a letter.
Like a traditional letter, like a shoot letter.
Yeah, like
Oh
from
my
the
gosh.
battlefield. My
Dearest Van.
Yeah, my beloved Van. The rations are low,
but morale is high.
They don't have any dry socks for boots.
You might think my life on the front line is hard. The only thing hard here is the tack. When you were like learning to write, did you read a bunch of that crap?
No. I mean, I guess there's a lot of stuff I read before I learned to write.
Yeah.
I guess I did air quotes there, but Yeah, I mean, a lot of that's probably tucked away somewhere in the back of my brain.
My dearest Van Allen.
I was always more of a National Lampoon Mad magazine kind of.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Mad and Cracked. Like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was my childhood. Yeah.
My childhood was a publication you guys may have heard of called E-Bombs World.
Oh.
And
flexing on us with his youth.
Did you watch weightlifters on that?
I don't know what that is.
There was a weightlifter picture that was, I think, on E-Bombs World.
It's pretty sweet.
Nah, a little less than sweet.
Paper comes out tomorrow. What's up?
Let's see. This week we've got the gardening guide, a gardening guide. So we've got a bunch of tips and tricks in there.
Little spring trips.
And in the back for some of the adult folks, there's some tips on how to start your marijuana garden at home.
Love that.
Oh, okay.
Now I went to school in the South, and they
Singing song.
They treat Thanksgiving a certain way. Is one of your tips bury a fish next to your plant?
We have not done that, but I think that goes back a long ways.
Yeah,
that's the original Thanksgiving.
If you want success with your plants, bury a fish.
It sounds to me like you're starting a sea shanty.
I think these days you buy all sorts of supplements for your garden that ends up having fish bits in it.
Fish bits.
Yeah. Trademark.
Put my plants on some PGH.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
God, you're good at this, dude.
Plant growth hormone.
Yeah, well, I got it right away.
Well, no, it's for everyone else.
Amory. It's for Amory. Today's Amory's last day, so it's been kind of an emotional one for us.
And that's why I came on.
Andy,
thanks, Andy.
It is not my last day.
So
Tomorrow's my last day at 2 Men On, and Friday's my last day on News Radio KKOB.
Well, you'll be missed.
Thank you, Andy, by you, not by Van and Fred.
No.
Their new producer they're going to love.
Do you know who it is? Do you got some inside track? Do you got some Shohei information for us?
I'm not going to tell you or interpret.
Thank you for not interpreting for us.
What if it's AI?
Oh, I love Allen Iverson.
Yeah, that'd be sweet if Andre Iguodala took over the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to use the phrase new producer. I want to use the phrase upgraded producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that to
Why?
me.
Because you get new one every year, or every 6 months, or every 3 months.
It's like
I'm starting to think it's not me.
It's like the drummer from Spinal Tap.
It's very much like the drummer
exactly.
from Spinal Tap.
Santa's little helper.
I love betting games, and we can keep in touch, I guess, when I go to Tokyo.
I'm good.
But we could bet how long your next producer is going to last.
Some. The answer is some.
You almost hit a year. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's way more than I thought.
You're on the Rushmore of our last four
Also,
producers.
Same.
It opened, Andy, at 1 year. That's what it opened at for Amory, and I bought down. I said 6 months, holidays, guys.
Are you sure she's actually leaving the country?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yes,
we're not positive.
Like we're gonna see her walking around the street with like this disguise on and stuff.
Yeah, we'll roast for food. Like I think that's a good bit.
Yeah, I bet on the over. I was like, this is Amory's dream job.
Yeah.
She gets to work with two funny adjacent guys.
That's a good one.
And talk sports. And then she left the country.
Yeah, she ran.
Yeah, that's how awful we are. She didn't just quit the job. She fled the United States of America.
This is how you break up.
I think Australia might be the only place farther than where she's going.
Yeah.
Right?
New Zealand. Just a tiny bit further. No, it'd be closer, actually.
Yeah.
Depending on which way you go.
All right, I'm not sure if you guys are idiots, but it sounds like you both are. Literally on the other side of Japan is one of the Koreas. Like that would just be farther.
Well, then don't you get closer? Anyway, this is going to be a mess.
West Korea.
We're talking about the Coriolis.
Yeah.
So what? So I pick up this. Does my free edition of the paper, which I can pick up all around town, does it come with like a pack of seeds or something tomorrow? What's up?
That's a good idea. No, it doesn't. Should have done that. Whoops.
I don't think I've ever read a gardening guy. I have an 8-year-old in my life the other day that was like, I want to start a garden. And I was like, I will have to do some research. I don't.
It's I haven't done it a lot, but it's actually kind of fun. It's sort of therapeutic. It's but that's just one more thing that you have to worry about throughout your day, right? That's me. Is like, oh my god, to go check the plants and make sure
I don't like chores.
Yeah.
Once they grow like above 6 inches tall, it's kind of like set it and forget it.
Kind of like kids, yeah.
And once you propagate the seeds and like get them to grow
Yeah.
a couple inches, like then they just like you just water and sun. It's so easy.
Unless you start worrying about what color the leaves are turning, or is it overwatering?
There's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's let that one die.
I like the non-overthinking way to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you know this, but the new edition of the paper, which comes out on Thursday.
Love Bobby Brown.
Well, and you know, Thursday also opening day watch party over at Rio Bravo
all day, baby.
all day, 11 a.m.
Open to close.
Yep.
And when I say close, I mean when they escort me out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is also Duke City Championship Wrestling at the historic El Rey Thursday night.
Boom.
So it's gonna be a whole thing. But if you pick up, and do we have the paper at Duke City Championship Wrestling? We should. Let's figure that out. Let's figure that out.
Yeah.
So in the edition of the paper van, the margin has a 6-inch ruler put onto it, so you know when your plant is high enough
to quit carrying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go.
The quit carrying ruler.
6-inch rule.
Everyone knows the 6-inch rule that Van just introduced us to moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Marie, how many bonsai trees are you going to grow?
I don't know yet. It depends on if I get a garden unit. I still don't know if I'm going to be living in a house or an apartment.
A garden unit.
That's a wild life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just know where you're going to go.
Yes.
You just know you're going to go somewhere Tokyo adjacent Japan.
Karate Kid got a bonsai tree off the side of a cliff. I feel like you can grow a bonsai tree anywhere.
Hey, do you want to practice? I saw a guy selling them on the
Yeah,
corner of San Mateo and Lomas.
There's a guy over by the freeway in one of the one-ways.
There you go.
Is this real?
Yeah,
very real.
He's got a white van with a big
Oh,
sign that
I saw
says
this guy. He was at
Bonsai.
LED in the on-ramp.
Yeah, that's it.
I
That's
saw
it.
that guy.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's this fair market value for a bonsai tree?
I don't know.
$32.50, I think.
Smaller
last time I
dollar
checked.
bills.
That's a good one.
They just trim the corners off of a dollar bill. Yeah.
For the last time ever, NFL headlines from A. Marie whenever we get back from the break.
What? I'm not allowed to do them tomorrow?
It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. Live from the Albuquerque Duke Store, the sports animal.
Shot up, shot.
Claire.
This is here.
Catch every high-profile game from the NCAA tournament right here.
Tigers are on to the Sweet 16. On to the Sweet 16. And Marquette marches on.
On your home for the tournament.
Bounce in. Up top, Garcia for three.
In the NCAA National Championship game.
The 28-12 San Diego State lead.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
At LL Floyd, we've been a trusted partner to pros for over 30 years. With over 400 nationwide warehouses full of in-stock, job-ready inventory, you'll get what you need. And our exclusive pro pricing means that pros never pay retail. Because at LL Floyd, all we do is floors. So we're going to do it right. Sign up for a free pro account today to start getting pro benefits. LL Floyd, every step covered.
3 little words no parent wants to hear.
My tummy hurts.
And it always seems to happen at the worst times. Like in the middle of the morning rush, when you still have homework to check and lunches to pack, and of course, you're already late for work. Luckily, there's Pepto Kids. Pepto Kids gummies help relieve occasional stomach upsets, turning those 3 words into these 3 words.
I feel better.
Bad time for stomach upsets? Good time for Pepto Kids gummies. Fast support for little tummies.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This Friday night at Tingley Coliseum, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is back in Albuquerque, featuring fights with John Dotson, Donald Sanchez, and many more explosive bare knuckle fighters. Avoid the sellout. Get your tickets at bkfc.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. We've helped over 30,000 families out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. If your timeshare agreement goes on forever, if you were told timeshares are a great investment, or your maintenance fees will never go up, you have questions, we have the answer. At Wesley Financial Group, we're dedicated to helping timeshare owners get out of their financial nightmares. All you need to do is give my office a call I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call now for your free timeshare exit information kit. Call 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000. 800-761-0000.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
What's keeping you from learning the language you've always wanted to speak?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's interactive lessons, podcasts, games, and more make learning fun.
Fun isn't hard.
Right. And in 10 minutes a day, Babbel's bite-sized lessons are designed to get you having real conversations in as little as 3 weeks.
That's not long.
It's not hard.
It's perfect.
It starts here. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com. Babbel.com.
Hey, it's Jeff Cindietta from the Sports Animal. I want to introduce you to my friend at DSI New Mexico, Document Solutions Incorporated. With DSI New Mexico, your business will experience cutting-edge solutions across IT, printers, AV, security camera systems, and so much.
It's a real
Find
thing.
out how DSI can streamline your operations.
How many
and ensure
headlines
the
are there,
heartbeat of
Amory?
your business is always operating.
What?
How many headlines are there?
A lot, if you
Sweet.
want them.
Yeah.
Check up of your business.
Just the good ones, though.
Explore new
Yeah, just the good ones. Nothing about
DSI.
franchise
The
rights of
business.
foreign
Progressive
countries or
presents-
whatever. I don't care about.
We are bringing up one thing about that.
Please do.
Auto insurance quote.
I think it's funny.
Stocking the fridge, prepping the stations.
The whole shtick is the idiots who write about football are not writing about good things.
Fresh produce and fresh meat.
Yeah,
They're
if it,
dumb
if it
headlines.
bleeds, it leads. Andy's sitting right
Yeah.
here.
And
owner's
hey,
Got it
list,
tattooed.
seeing
No.
if you
Up
can save
until
on commercial
like
auto
the
insurance.
middle of last
Get a
night,
quote in as
Andy's
little as
been
6
very
minutes at
oppo bridges.
progressivecommercial.com.
Yeah.
But he's
Progressive
going to
Casualty
lighten
Insurance
that
Company
stance
affiliates
right
covered subject to
now.
policy terms and conditions.
I only heard part of that.
R&B artist
I
Leon
feel like I'm
Bridges. is who he
constantly
is.
cleaning
Yeah, it's a
hair
good
off
one.
my bathroom floor. At least
Not
my Swiffer
Baltimore
sweeper
Bridges.
makes it easy. Sweeper
So
heavy
Ridley
duty dry
Scott
cloths
is
have
Puff
ultra
Daddy's
thick
neighbor,
pads to trap and lock
and Ridley
hairs,
Scott couldn't
like
go to
a
his house
hair
during the rain
magnet.
today.
And when I'm finished cleaning up
That's
my hair,
awesome.
Sweeper takes care of his too. Now the hair's gone. All thanks to
People
Swiffer.
are like,
Try
Ridley
Swiffer
Scott,
Sweeper heavy
you're a
duty
jerk
dry
for
cloth.
being
I
a
promise you'll love
pervert's
them or
neighbor.
your
He's
money
not the
back.
one
And also
diddling
try
kids.
Swiffer Sweeper
Yeah.
Wet to make quick work of.
That reminds
Guys,
Yeah.
booked my first show in Tokyo.
Opening drive.
Nice.
More
Oh,
movement
congratulations.
in
Is
local
there a
men's
live stream?
basketball. What's going on? What's
I
next?
don't know, actually.
Skype us.
this.
Can I start it?
This reminds me of when was it Bobby Unser was trying to get to his house
Here
because
we go.
Here we go. Hold on.
Hey, Maurice. Last time NFL headlines. Woo.
Why is it the last time? Why can't
Today's
I
your
do
last
it
day.
tomorrow?
Today's your last day.
I should totally just call in tomorrow.
Our next producer is still going to use Amory's mandatory NFL headlines.
I'm not even changing the intro to the show.
No, not at all.
You're not?
And in the on deck circle. Annie Lyman from the papers. with us.
Is embracing the midweek holiday spirit in 2024.
What does that
The
mean?
league will hold 2 games on a Wednesday because Christmas is on a Wednesday.
I love how much they hate basketball. Poor basketball. Got to have Christmas
had
Day
one day
to themselves. And now we're playing football on Wednesday. Just tell them to suck it.
Christmas is for, I guess, parades first.
Well, then you got to have a reason for dads to excuse themselves to the den or the other room, the bedroom.
Yeah, they
right?
used to pretend like they liked
How
basketball.
rich did you grow up? Or there's a den in this situation.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, Andy over here flexing his den.
It's just literally,
got
just
really scared
literally,
what you
just
were
like a
gonna
fox den.
It's called rabbit ears in your garage. This is Albuquerque. Chill out.
Now you have a couple month warning, but make sure you have Peacock if you don't. If you want to watch
What kind?
Peacock,
Okay.
the streaming service.
Oh, okay.
They will be streaming week 1 game in South America in Brazil on Friday, September 6th. where the Eagles are going to be playing against some team.
It's like a weird morning game, when kickoff's supposed to be in
It
South
doesn't say
America.
that.
Oh
It
my
says
God, you
Friday,
idiot.
September 6th.
Brazil is not in a weird time. It's in a weird season.
Right.
It's the same time.
Wait, where?
You doober. It's not over in England.
Come on, no one knows where Brazil is.
No,
I'm trying to help the friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Brazil is like directly south. That's it. That's
like
the
our
whole thing.
downstairs neighbor.
Yeah, it's way closer than one of the Koreas.
But the time zones flip when you cross the equator.
They don't flip.
That's exactly how the world works.
You can also watch rugby and WWE on Peacock, says friend of the show, Joel.
Okay.
It's a good investment.
I hope they send Marshawn Lynch down there to cover that.
I don't know if
Yeah, that would
he
be
can legally fly to another country.
He didn't he just do Germany this last year?
All right.
Excellent point.
Mm,
For the last time.
yeah. The ladies in Brazil are the best one. Go ahead, Amory.
The NFL owners extend the trade deadline to follow Week 9 games of the 2024 NFL season. So
Because
the
there's
trade
18 games,
deadline
this
will
tracks.
be longer.
That's for the 18 games that's about to come up. So this is
Mhm.
perfect. Yeah, that's all fine.
Yeah, they changed tackling. They changed the kickoff. Now they're going to add a game tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's something new every day to try to distract us from Shohei Ohtani news.
Trade me. It's Nirvana.
That,
That's
guys,
good
I got to
one.
say, that sounded a
I know.
little
I know.
Nirvana-ish. Okay.
Trade me, my friend.
Well, we didn't talk about this much today, but the
That's
NFL
right.
owners passed new hybrid kickoff rule at annual league meeting.
It's the XFL rule, right?
Yes.
Congratulations, Cordarrelle Patterson. You have a job again.
Yes, he. With that being said, the connected headline to that is the Steelers are signing Cordell Patterson to a 2-year, $6 million deal.
Good for him.
NFL changed the kickoff rules, and the Steelers immediately called Cordarrelle Patterson. It's like, hey, welcome back.
Well, actually, what happened was they hit speed dial. They thought they were calling Cordell Stewart because they wanted another black quarterback. And they were like, can we bring back the one that historically was the best one for us? But they got Patterson instead, so they just went through with it.
Like, yeah, we called you. We meant to call you.
Yeah, you're our guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watch the XFL because no one else did. This kickoff is way better than the current system. The current system of score a touchdown, watch a replay, kick an extra point, go to commercial, watch kickoff go out the back of the end zone, go to a commercial, and then start playing football again, which is 7 different things that take 10 minutes. This one is it might get returned 30 yards.
So you don't care about people trying to make money through commercials, is what you're saying?
No, they're going to be the same amount of commercials, but now there's an actual football play in between the commercials.
Yeah, and because traditionally when a team scores, I get up, I do a little stretch, I walk around the house one time.
Absolutely.
I spend some minutes on the phone and in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So there you
that
go.
is your time to do all the other stuff you got to do.
Is Steve around?
Not for you.
Okay, well, this is for a headline for him, and you could just say out loud.
Okay, yeah, we'll help.
The Cowboys and Dak Prescott are prepared to play out the final year of the quarterback's contract. The two sides have a mutual understanding that there will be no adjustments to his contract.
That's how contracts work.
This is like staying together for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Tell Steve he still has Dak for one more year.
Is this the last year of Dak Prescott?
And then it's time for Cooper
I don't know.
Rush.
What's Jerry Jones going to do?
I mean, I always say WWJD.
rent out the stadium somewhere? Yeah.
Welcome to the Trey Lance era, Cowboys fans.
What would Jerry Jones
starting in 17 games?
He should make bracelets.
Maybe sooner. Hey, Marie?
Robert Kraft, you guys know that guy.
Oh, great mustard.
Heard of him.
Yeah. Wants the New England Patriots to add a top rate young quarterback. Says the team is going in the right direction and plans on drafting a quarterback first round.
Is J.J. McCarthy going to last until the end of the 6th round? They need to get a Michigan quarterback sometime in the 6th round because that's the only one that's ever worked for them.
That's a good answer. Drew Bledsoe was pretty good. He went to Washington State.
Soft knees.
You think
Trust
of-
me, I know.
Think of Trent Green.
Often am.
I was
Handsome
going to
devil.
make a joke about him telling the lady in Florida she was going in the right direction, but no.
Robert Kraft?
Yeah.
You going to use the word lady?
Woman?
Of the
Female?
night.
Woody Johnson,
Who?
Nice.
the owner of the Jets.
Oh, it's a real person? Oh, never mind.
I thought that was my Xbox Live gamer tag from 2004.
He wants to hang on, quote unquote, to quarterback Zach Wilson. He doesn't want to trade maybe his former number 2 overall pick.
Yeah, I'm into hot older women too. Like
Wingman.
Yeah, Zach Wilson brings all the ladies to the yard or something.
You ever see Zach Wilson try to run from defenders and he puts his arms out like an airplane, like a jet? He goes, can't catch me. For real, the Jets, not very good. Their quarterbacks are not good.
Are you talking about next year's Super Bowl champion New Jersey Jets?
If I was Zach Wilson, which I'm obviously not, I would ask to not be around Aaron Rodgers. That's the thing I would cite. Not my failures, not the integrity of the organization. I would say that guy is too weird for me to spend this much time with him. No, thank you.
Do you like winning regular season football games?
Him and Daniel Jones should just switch jerseys.
That would be sweet. If you like winning regular season football games, Aaron Rodgers is your guy. He's the boat.
That's awesome.
Vice presidential candidate. Is that what you're talking about? Vice presidential candidate?
Yes.
Yeah.
For RFK.
Yeah. Well, I mean, RFK today came out and said he will not be his running
That's right.
mate.
I saw
So,
that.
bummer, guys.
Aaron
Sorry.
Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers, yeah. He's
Is
getting kicked off the ticket.
Shut up.
He's not weird enough for RFK. Junior.
Who's RFK?
Junior.
The Bears Texans to kick off 2024 NFL preseason and Hall of Fame game.
Who?
The Hall of Fame game.
No. Who? I
Canton,
didn't hear what
Ohio.
you said.
The Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans.
Where's the game at? Canton?
Yeah, Ohio.
Are you in Japan at that time?
Yes. In August. Yes.
I'm just trying to make it make sense in my head. So, okay, so you'll be in Japan.
So last year's best quarterback versus this year's best
Hold
quarterback.
on. I'm doing some math.
Okay.
So Amory's in Japan. Yeah, so no one in this whole country will care about this game. 0 people because Amory's in Japan.
Hemisphere. People will watch it. It's football. And running back Damian Harris announced his retirement after 5 seasons in the NFL. I guess that was the top headline that they wanted to put on the front page of NFL.com.
Damian Harris got a front page headline about his retirement.
After 5 years.
Oh my God!
Which team did he
that's
play for?
impressive.
Played for a lot of different teams.
Is
Buffalo
football the
Bills,
first thing on his wiki?
Oh,
Real question.
I should-
Is he known like better for something else?
Avid Transformers collector.
Uh-huh.
Damian Harris.
I will end on this one. NFL commissioner, because we got to take a break. Roger Goodell says on Tuesday
Sucks.
that the move to ban the swivel hip drop tackle is a positive step for the league's player health and safety.
Can't hit a guy high. Concussions. Can't hit a guy low.
You're not allowed to be high on the field, idiot.
You aren't now.
All right.
Can't hit a guy low. Ankle injuries. Can't hit a guy in the middle. Knee injuries. Can't wrap him up and fall down with him. Twisty boy injuries. How can you tackle a guy in the future? Please show us, Robert Goodell, how you
Scathing remarks.
Yeah, just ooh, diss.
Notice your dad's not in the stands, bro.
Oh.
There is certain stuff that would get me. Do you ever try to play for a sports team but you couldn't get the number you wanted? Does this ever happen to you guys?
No.
Am I the only one?
I don't understand
My
the question.
freshman year of high school, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because the senior,
I had the exact same thing.
yeah, and then my sophomore year, she's obviously graduated, so I had first choice.
No one ever wants 69. It's just me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's our last day.
Do you want me to call in tomorrow?
We say goodbye to Amory whenever we get back from the break. It's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610 live from the Duke store. We're here until 7 p.m. The Sports Animal.
You hear it all the time.
Yeah.
Let's talk about all their experience. Many years of experience with the insurance companies, and experience in the courtroom. But what you don't hear much is about the results. At Lerner & Rowe, we're proud of our results because that's how we measure our success. We've helped over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When you want results, call Lerner & Rowe.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 27 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
With Progressive's Home Quote Explorer, you can check if you're paying too much for home insurance, because giving you options is the right thing to do.
Oh, you mean like when I let someone with less groceries go ahead in line? Sure, there's a part of me that thinks, if you only need 3 things, maybe go to a convenience store next time. And now they're sifting through coupons and my frozen foods are about to be not frozen.
But still, it's the right thing to do. So compare rates with Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Texting enrolls you in our recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required. Purchase message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn ever since I turned 40. I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. Your body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works.
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text HATCH to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text HATCH to 42424. That's HATCH to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Gambling is more than slot machines and table games. Today, it also includes betting on sports, casinos, sportsbooks, online wagering, at game day gatherings, and on the golf course.
Is that better?
Check.
Check.
Betting.
It's way
Set
too
a
low.
limit for how much
What
you
is?
stick to.
What
So
part?
If you're wagering too much,
That's my
or
voice.
concerned
The
about
commercial?
family
Your
members
voice?
Gambling.
That's the
Reach
top
out
one.
to the Responsible
Talk
Gaming
to me.
Association
Check,
of New
check,
Mexico.
That's
Just
pretty
turn up his
normal, eh?
monitor. Stop touching his microphone. Don't touch that. Turn up his monitor.
You want us in your ear?
Yeah, please just do the thing I suggested so you can see the difference.
Invent Help today.
And
We
I'm
have representatives
getting
nationwide who will explain the Invent Help process step
Oh,
by
the
step.
commercial's super loud.
Van, I swear to God, turn up his own. I swear to God, just do it.
The Invent Help data bank
Okay.
includes
No, not that.
companies
His
who agree
monitor.
to review new
Yeah.
ideas. We've been
Chill.
helping inventors since
I do.
1990.
I keep doing it, and he moves it back.
No, he does because he doesn't understand. You're not doing it correctly.
You worried you can't hear yourself or can't hear us?
I can barely hear you over what's playing.
Okay, well, yeah, commercials are loud. It'll be gone.
Well, turn the commercials down for him. He didn't give a shit about those.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ, dude.
Where?
I can't figure out why you struggled with that so bad.
It's his first time. Well, you guys really suck at describing what's going on.
Not
in
at
your
all.
ears.
No,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
How did we
I
both
said,
completely
I can't
understand?
hear myself. We're trying to check his volume.
No,
Hi,
yeah.
Emery.
Can you guys take Marty real quick? 'Cause I really enjoy him.
Marty. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is
Marty's
he just going to
nice.
say goodbye to you? Is that what's up?
Yes, of
He
course.
wants to take a jab at Patino.
Oh, deal.
Never
Okay,
mind.
let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm back in.
100%. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right, Mike is hot.
So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, wait, that's not
Anne-Marie.
Japanese. Friend of the show, Marty, is joining us on the Sports Animal Hotline because Marie's tired of it. Marty, welcome.
Well, guys, part of me wants to say congratulations, wish you the best. Then the other part of me says, why do I spend all my time and effort worrying about the Lobos if this is going to happen?
We thought you were talking about Marie. Okay, yeah, you're talking about Coach Petito.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Shyamalan twist, Marty.
Wish her the best. Yeah, wish her the best. She's been a great part of the show. So, and it's good to not to sound sexist, but it's
Oh.
good to have a female presence in the show because it keeps you guys balanced.
All right, put one down for that opinion, Van. That's the first one. Put
This
one
is exciting.
down. Yeah, that's the.
It took 11 months.
Yeah, but it's tough. It's tough, but at some point I say this, and I'm not going to be very long. I say this. At some point, UNM's going to have to make that decision and say, if we really, really, really want to remain competitive, we're just going to have to pay our coach $4 million a year. We're going to have to find the money somehow, to keep these guys a little longer.
Well, stability would be nice. Shohei.
I mean, that decision, I don't know, that's way above our pay grade, but that's the only resolution, right? Otherwise, UNM, we could be having this conversation in 3 years with another coach.
Oh,
yeah.
We will. Like for 100%. Yeah, this will be another conversation. Feel free to wish Amory goodbye, as there's 0% chance she's going to show up to work tomorrow.
Hey, Marie, wish you the best.
Hey, Marty, appreciate you over the years.
You bet.
Marty,
And
Tell your
remember,
dog too. I love dogs.
life is week to week.
I mean, Lobo fan. Marty, I think you're a rational, reasonable Lobo fan, so congratulations on that. But I think it's a net positive this season, right? Besides losing your coach and all of the best players, like you won the ship.
Mountain West.
You won the Mountain West. Like that's goal number 1 for your season. It's at least a net positive.
I think he's got a fair point. I mean, we always find money to pay out coaches when it's time for them to go, right?
Boom.
Why don't we just
pay
them up front and maybe they'll stick around?
Steve Palmisano for joining us on the program. Steve, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, Steve, it's Amory's last day. You are the one that likes her the most,
Right.
or at
Yes.
all.
Right.
And Andy.
Andy, is that factual?
I heard so. Yeah.
Yeah. You can be all right, Steve?
I don't know. I just don't know. I just want to know her real name before she leaves.
I'm not afraid. Like, this isn't a secret, and everyone knows this here. My full name is Alexandra Marie, but people in Albuquerque who I grew up with call me Allie.
Oh.
All right. Name and address, last 4.
Yeah.
No, Brentwood
Mother's
Hills.
maiden name.
Just
Yeah.
remember, Brentwood Batty.
All right. You taking your shirt with you?
Hell, I'm taking my shirt.
Oh.
Yeah. Her
All right,
address is some transition shack, Japan. That's where you can find her for the foreseeable future. So
Awesome.
there you go.
Well, good luck, Allie.
Thank you, Steve.
You're
And
welcome.
good luck. Dak Prescott's your quarterback for one more year. I said that on NFL headlines, but you weren't here.
He'll always be in my heart.
Oh, God. Amory, do you feel like you have to say goodbye to your, like in your Allie life and then also in your Amory life? Is it like
No.
2 versions of goodbye?
No.
Obviously, Van and I won't see you on Wednesday because we're remote at the YMCA, the McLeod YMCA. We will never physically see you again in person. Like, how's this? Yeah, how's this? Is this resonating with you well?
I mean, I've been thinking about it for like a couple months already.
Oh, we can tell.
A couple months ago, Andy, the bumpers just disappeared on the production computer, and she did nothing to replace them. There was 0 effort made.
What's also weird, yeah, like the hockey, and it's weird that only the 2 Men On page got deleted. which I'm
Sabotage.
still trying to figure out
Sabotage.
no, but like who did it? I'm being
DC.
serious.
Uh-huh.
No, we love DC.
She just texted the shrugging emoji.
I can't wait to hear this hate-filled letter that she's going to give us on the way out the door. It's going to be like a reverse intervention.
I asked
She's like, this is the way that you've angered me over the past months.
I didn't get asked for an exit interview, and our boss, Jeff Barry, hasn't even told an email like he emails about everyone else quitting or leaving. So you just will never see me again.
We've been talking about it for months on the program.
I know.
Sounds
And
like
on KKOB.
Sounds like he listens.
This is like your living email letter. Like contractually, he has to listen. Like I think so.
So you're never coming back?
I mean, half my family's here, so I will be back to see my family.
All right. Well, let us know when you're in town.
Well, some of us.
I mean, I'll let you know, Steve.
Yeah,
And Darby and Van.
Darby will miss you. I haven't told him yet. I haven't sent out an email to my dog about
He's
it.
gonna need lots of carrots.
It's gonna be a little rough.
Uh-huh. Do you have enough time to pause and hang out with Darby one more time before you
I'm trying
leave?
to think how I can get out of tomorrow's show, but I can't.
Just wolfed out a bunch of beers. These are good dog puns. Are those the phone lines going crazy for you, Amory?
Also just yelling in the hall.
Nice.
Yeah, sounds like Eric Strauss is in the building.
Yeah.
Steve Palmisano, thank you for having us
Thanks
tonight.
for being here as always. Thanks, Allie. Have fun.
Oh, Andy Lyman of the paper.
Thanks, gents.
That's pretty sweet. Hey, Marie, congrats on your last day. Van, final words.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. Anything we didn't cover on the program, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
I'm doing a fun wrestling podcast based out of St. Louis today. I'll put it on the social media. I'm going to do it right after the show. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow at the Y, Burke.
Duke State Championship Wrestling Thursday night. Also, Major League Baseball opening day watch party Rio Grande on Thursday. It's going to be so much fun. Bye. What did I say? Grande? I meant Bravo. Bye.